Hey!
Woo!
Hello! Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Never Tell Me the Odds, the Star Wars RPG podcast. The podcast for a group of nerds, comedians, friends, improvisers, awesome people.
Those two.
I think that gets everybody. And me, play through the Star Wars RPG by Fantasy Flight Games. Thanks for joining us. This is going to be fun. This is a really exciting game for me because this is our first time playing on a Thursday. And this is going to be a weekly game from now on, moving forward. We'll see what day it ultimately lands on, but it's going to be a weekly game, which is awesome. And for now, it looks like it'll be Thursdays.
Ooh.
I know, that's awesome. That means you guys can tune in every week and watch us and support us and have fun. And we'll have fun here, watching you and supporting you in your endeavors. Great, I'm David Crennan. I will be the GM, aka the Galaxy Master. Thank you. Some people call me America's DM. That person is me.
Nice.
No one else has called me that yet, but someday. Which makes you guys
America's players.
Yeah.
How about that?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. So we're going to be playing... It's hard to do.
Already.
On this stream, I'm really trying to, since this is Star Wars and Star Wars is for everybody, we're just going to, no one's going to swear. Was the notes we were going over extensively.
That worked out real great. I'm so sorry. Skip this
Everyone
part
gets one.
with the
Everybody
little
gets one?
Jawas.
That's
Everybody
fine.
gets one.
Okay, and I'll represent that by nothing. We'll remember. So I'm going to be running a brand new adventure tonight. I hope some of you guys are familiar faces. I bet a lot of you are, actually, because I recognize some of the names on our monitor. Oh, including Random Tangent. I know who that is.
What?
It was a brand new adventure. This is going to be taking place about 30 years after the events of Empire Strikes Back, a.k.a. during the whole Force Awakens era, and these guys are going to be playing in the whole crazy Star Wars universe with some of the new things that are happening. So exciting. But let's hear about who all these beautiful people are. Who are these beautiful people? Let's start with Talene.
Oh, let's start with me. Hi, everyone. I'm Talene. You may know me formerly as an Ewok named Root, who was killed mercilessly in space.
Oh, I remember that.
Me too.
I don't know, killed mercilessly? Is that how you describe drifting off into the void, freezing to death? Oh no, or burning on re-entry?
I think I was just drifting off. I think I was electrocuted,
Yeah,
but
that's
then
right.
somehow managed to maintain consciousness so that people could try and keep.
So you
be
were
like-
aware when you died.
Yes, people kept talking to me as I floated off into space and died.
The merciless part of it was the joy that was clearly in your face. You described it. That was the merciless
I don't
part
know
of
what
it,
you're
David.
talking about. Okay.
Are we saying who we are this time, or
Yeah, why don't
saving
we?
it as a
Why don't
secret?
we say who we are this time? That's a good start. And yeah, give us the bullet points.
This time, in this adventure, I'm playing Tavia Bockler.
Okay, I gotta practice that. Tavia Bockler.
Yes, Tavia Bockler. But everyone calls me Doc because they're all bastards. Dang it! Everyone gets one.
Bastards has got to be okay. Someone must say bastards. No.
There's gotta be.
They're all people without legitimately married parents.
What's wrong with that?
Not the old social mores.
Space marriage.
Space marriage is super important.
Okay, so Octavia Bockler, and who is she?
Tavia Bockler is a bioengineer who was really successful out in the world, but then things went wrong. Now she's on the run, inventing things, experimenting, being brilliant. Very, very brilliant.
And currently
scientist.
living on a battered and barren desert moon in the armpit region of the galaxy, a place where no one wants to set foot. And I'm going to spoil this right now, guys. Jeddah. The moon, Jeddah. It was a moon. A lot of people didn't get that from the movie, but it is actually a moon. Wikipedia is very clear on that point.
Well, Wikipedia is clear.
Wikipedia. So yeah, and this entire adventure actually is going to be starting on Jeddah post Rogue One, post Death Star attack, and all of this stuff. So for some reason, Octavia is there, brilliant scientist that she is.
The worst part is that I never have anyone I can talk to as an equal.
Awesome. All right.
In character. That was me, a character, guys.
Talene,
Yay.
Talene,
Getting a very McCoy vibe from it all. Like,
McCoy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dr. McCoy
Dang
from
it.
No,
Yeah.
That's where
Yes,
you
is
got
that where
it.
I'm going?
Yeah.
I don't
Except
know.
with more sneaky experimenting on people.
Yeah, like an amoral McCoy.
In my head canon, that's McCoy was sneakily experimenting on everybody all the time.
Well,
Anyway.
then definitely. Thank you for nailing my character.
Great. Okay, let's move in a counterclockwise motion from you to the next player.
Counterclockwise?
Yes.
That would
I'm
be
a product of a
me.
public school. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't know which way that would go either. That was exciting.
Yeah.
Markia?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I am Markia McCarty. If you saw me last time, I was on Dungeon Fights here, like on Monday. But for this particular group, I used to be Maharaja. I think it was a Twalik.
Twilight.
That's right,
Twilight?
Maharaja.
Yes, it was Maharaja Twalik, bounty hunter,
That's
who
right.
mysteriously disappeared. Probably found her sister and continued on with her life. But for now, I am Naxi Tyand. Naxi is my clan name.
Naxi Tyand. Do
Tyann.
Yes, Tyand is
Tyand.
my given name.
you prefer to go by Naxi or by Tyand?
My friends can call me Tyand. My anything else calls me Naxi, which is also my battle cry.
Naxi.
Yes.
Can't wait for that.
Okay.
It's my clan name. It's also my battle cry.
So as the DM, do I get to call you Tyand or do I call you Naxi?
Tyand.
Okay, Tyand. All
The
right.
DM is your friend.
Yes.
That's good. Wait.
That's your first mistake.
So I am Sakian. So I am a very big-brained individual.
That's sexy.
Yes,
A
I'm
big
an
brain.
expert tracker and hunter, also a gadgeteer. I'm deep green, because yes, deep green with the yellow eyes.
Do you have hair?
I do not.
Because of that big old brain.
Yeah, no, it's like it's with
like
my
it's
race.
out
We
there
don't have we're
flaunting
hairless.
it.
It's like we've got a burnished metal kind of head. It's like
Whoa.
shiny.
Shiny head, like me almost. Someday I'll have a very shiny head. And a big brain in it.
Yes, very
So
intellectual.
Tyand, great, that's awesome. But otherwise, humanoid looking, right? Other than the,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes, humanoid.
Okay, interesting.
And I, as a Sakian, I am. I'm an angsty Batman-like gadgeteer.
We'll see that in the game, I hope. That'll be
Yes.
fun.
I'm also an adolescent. I'm 14 and a half. Let's
That
do this.
is trippy. That is the most interesting part. So somehow you are essentially stranded, I would guess, on this moon. You guys actually are all kind of stranded on this moon. So
I'm
you're
on purpose stranded.
okay, yes, or you could just be there because you can't get your shit together and get off it or whatever, for whatever
But
reason.
if I
That
wanted
was
to.
your one.
I
I feel
did
so much
swear.
better now.
It's gonna be a challenge. So okay, but you're a 14-year-old there without your family, 14 and a half.
14 and a half.
But you're also a badass Batman angsty ass
Yes,
kicker.
because for Sakians, they hit adulthood at 16. So I'm almost there, you know.
You're a smart kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But my the thing that's my driving force is that I've got to redeem my clan's honor. My pride father lost his life in our land in a rigged gladiator battle.
Ooh,
So
rigged.
I like
rigged.
that. You know what else is interesting to me about that? Very interesting is that Sakians often work for Hutts. They have they're from Hut space,
Yeah.
and I wonder if it was the Hutts who rigged that battle. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
It probably was.
Could have been enemies of the Hutts. I don't know. Could have been
God,
anything.
I got so many plot hooks in me now. Reel me in, storyteller.
Let's continue in our counterclockwise motion around the table. To Andrew.
Hi, I don't know which camera I'm supposed to look at. This one. Hi, I'm Andrew. I've played a lot of different things in Never Tell Me the Odds. I think most of them have been as Gippy Bindu. So in a bid to atone for my role-playing sins,
Redeem your soul.
I'm going to try and play a much more grounded and moral character. His name is Zimro Maltine. He is a Rhodian. He's on the older side of things. He's probably in his early 50s.
Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought you were going to say octogenarian.
No, no.
400 pounds.
Nope. He's weathered like the desert of Jeddah. He's been on Jeddah probably for the last couple decades. He's got a lot of roots in this community, and it seems real important to him. In fact, it seems as almost he has taken some sort of oath to protect the innocents on this planet, and those around him, and keeping bad elements, if not out, at least under control. So he's kind of like a shifty. He's got kind of a shifty underworld like connection, personality and background, but ultimately he's got a heart of gold. So that's Zimro.
Heart of gold.
Yeah.
Zimro.
Did I mention he's a Rhodian? No. Anyway, that's like
In
Greedo,
passing.
the guy that gets shot first by Han. Thank you very much.
Zimro. I love it. Okay, so Zimro, Tandy,
Tanned.
Tyann.
Tyann.
Zimro,
Tyann.
Tyann, Doc, and
I'm Troy D. Patterson. The
Hi,
D
Troy.
stands for Dem Valentine. That's the character that I'm going to be playing.
Wow. I like that. That was nifty.
not where I thought it was
He's
going.
he's the grandson of the character that I previously played, Valerie Valentine. He's
Val's your pal.
Dem is coming along for the ride because he's making good on every single promise that his grandfather once said. So every single wrong that his grandfather did, he's going to make right. And so he ended up on this moon because he got betrayed by someone else. So he wants to get off so that he can continue his mission to right the wrongs of his grandfather.
Interesting. And let's take us to that moon, even as we speak, this windswept, cold desert moon. In fact, here it is in front of us. Wow, Jeddah. Is this at all visible? Our stalwart
can't-
producer, Dom.
Oh.
Everybody, brief round of applause for Dom behind the cameras who doesn't get an intro. Oh, he's demurring. 70 times our audio drops out, yeah. Okay, great. Well, there we go anyway. Dom, thank you so much. So this is our tiny little map, and I'll try and get us a bigger one in the future, but this is what is left of Jeddah. Each of these hexes is about 100 miles across.
Whoa.
And we're going to be doing something, yeah, but you guys have a land speeder, so a couple hours travel. Not so bad. This is what's left of Jeddah. In fact, this big blotch is where the Death Star fired its laser, so that's like a 700 or 800 mile crater. That's what's 30 years later still remains of it, where the magma core of the planet is still exposed. A wound that will not heal, a planet that is no longer whole. And overhead, in the crisp night air, dangles the glittering ring which has formed over Jeddah. Formed from the crust of the planet itself that was blasted up to escape velocity into space. Now also the source of wealth for this planet, as the Kyber shards, the invaluable Kyber shards, occasionally rain to Earth in the constant meteor showers that are constantly coming down, pockmarking the surface of the planet. The geography is constantly changing. Every day there's debris continues to rain down. That's what's going to be taking place, and we're going to be doing kind of a sandbox game this time, guys. So I'm going to do a little more hands-off, let you guys motivate it a little bit. Ooh, am I crazy? Probably.
We'll see where this goes.
What is he doing? So we talked about your characters a tiny little bit. You each have an obligation for your character. I don't want to get into that right now. What I will do is I'm going to roll to see whose obligation is triggered, and whoever's is triggered will get into it for your character. You can tell us a little bit about what motivates you. Could you fetch me? That'd be great. A D4 if you see one. Beautiful.
Surely, if I see one.
If you see one. And while, in fact, we're doing that, let's roll up our destiny pool, ladies and gentlemen, to see how many light side and dark side points we have in play this game. Thank you. Okay. Let's do our destiny points first, I guess. Yeah. Oh, we've got a big, let's use the big sack of dice. That'll
Yeah.
be easier.
We need dice.
You need some help there, David?
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
No? Okay, you got it.
Oops, thought so.
Uh-oh.
Is this it?
Technical difficulties. Please
go.
wait while we fix our technical difficulties.
That's copyrighted by Saving Throw
Ooh,
Show.
I love the
so-
sound of those dice on the
Yeah.
table. Great. These are the force dice, the white ones, as you guys well know. Would each person please take a turn rolling that up?
Oh,
If you get a light side point, you generate a point of light side. The planet's
I'm sorry, I
wrecked.
ripped it apart.
Again? Poor Jeddah. So that was 1 dark side point. Ooh, 2 dark side points.
What do you got?
2
2
light
side
side.
points.
Yay!
Balance in the
All
force. But we're not done yet.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's,
like
There we
that one.
go. 2 light side points.
That's
can
the
I
good
redeem
one.
myself? No.
Yeah.
That's a big no.
So we see that this is an interesting role too for your characters. So dark side favoring you guys, but we have Tyann.
Shining beacon of light to come back and redeem our old souls.
And what
Right? Or something.
what is the DM?
Oh.
That must rankle in your soul.
Great. So we've got 4 light side points, 4 dark side points. That's pretty much
Balanced.
gorgeous, isn't it? One thing I want to do, since this is a fun little sandbox game, is introduce weather effects. So I have a little weather chart which I manufactured for myself.
Nice.
Weather is always going to start as a clear, calm day. However, at the start of a game, I can choose to spend a certain number of my dark side points to push our weather marker towards inclement weather. So obviously when I spend a dark side point, it flips over to a light side point. I'm going to grab my little chart out, which looks beautiful. And I won't share it with anybody because I scribbled it on the back of this piece of paper. But next time I will. So the basic function of this is you start out fine. As I spend dark side points, it pushes the weather overhead. The clouds darken, the winds pick up, the dust is riled, lightning flashes. If I spend 1 dark side point, you guys have to add a black setback die for the rest of the game day to any rolls you make.
Okay.
If I spend 2 setback die, you have to, or I'm sorry, if I spend 2 dark side points, you have to spend 2 setback die for the rest of the day to add it to all of your rolls. 3 adds a purple to your difficulty checks. And if I'm lucky enough to have 4 dark side points on the board, I can choose to spend them all and make everybody's difficulty get upgraded from a purple to a red anytime they're outside. However, for those more severe weather issues, those pass a little more quickly, so they only last for as long as the scene. At the end of the scene, it downgrades to the next least bad weather condition until you're back to clear.
Okay.
Got it.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do I want to upgrade the weather a little bit? I sure do. I'm just going to spend 1 of my dark side points, flip that over. So, as we pick up on the surface of Jeddah, overhead, the sun has set. The stars are beginning to come out across this dusky purple horizon, across this gray, drab desert. Orange in the sunlight right now, losing all of its color. You can see the buttes and the mesas out there. You see the wind beginning to pick up a little bit. And around you in the city streets of this little town called Gano Hill, one of the last bits of civilization left on this blighted moon, life kind of ekes its way along, somewhere shouting, running around between these narrow, cramped avenues that are crowded by old adobe structures and kind of tumbled ancient stone buildings. You can hear kids shouting, running, playing, even splashing in the edge of the giant cistern, which is in the center of town, a huge ancient stone pool which provides the town with natural water. All of the structures, as we look up Gano Hill, kind of descend this big hill, almost a mountain, just on the edge of town. Luckily, this was all far enough away from the Death Star strike that it wasn't annihilated. But, you know, time's been unkind to it anyway. There's this big hill. The structures are all built on the side of it, and they kind of tumble down almost out to the plains, where they run into the ancient city walls, which encompass pretty much the entire city, except for one section 100 feet across, which has crumbled into rubble, which is now the de facto way in and out. Used to be the gate, but does a good job keeping out the elements, keeps out the marching dunes. On top of the hill, as we zoom back up over these tumbled down buildings, the structures kind of get more and more intact until at the top of this 600-foot tall hill sits this giant stone monastery carved out of the living rock itself. Giant pillars rising up to this huge open archway, 2 massive Durasteel doors, black Durasteel, closed tight against the night. Doors which are almost never opened. An ancient fortress monastery currently occupied by the lord of the town, the guy who lays claim to everything that happens here. That looks down upon everything that happens below it, but those doors usually stay closed. Not much happens there.
What is the name of the Lord?
Oh, you've been here for quite a while, right?
Right.
Okay. Lord. I had a name for him, but I'm changing him on the spur of the moment.
Lorde. Lord.
Let's go with
His name's Mayor Lord.
Lord Mayor Lord. No, I'm going to go with Frax. I'm going to switch it up.
Frax.
Lord Frax.
Brax.
Yeah. One of the other interesting features that this old temple fortress has on it is a turbo laser battery built into one corner of it. So you guys look up about, however many feet, 400 feet or so. And on one corner, there's actually two of these ancient giant turbo laser batteries, but one is just rusted and fallen apart. The other one, very much operational, very handy for shooting off the occasional giant winged predator that swoops in and terrorizes the town. Also, or the hostile natives that come swarming at the city gates every now and then. Also, just kind of ominous to have them hanging over the city where they can kind of point down at you guys as well. So in the shadow of Lord Frax's castle, you guys live your everyday life. And in fact, that's where we pick up right now. You guys on the streets, probably gathered at the depot. There's only a couple buildings in town that are worth a damn, that are worth a dang. There's only a couple buildings in town. Is damn okay?
Damn's okay.
I think it's okay.
Okay. They say bitch on
They
TV
say that on
sometimes.
TV.
Yeah,
They say it on TV.
They say bitch on
But
TV
not in
now.
Star Wars.
They wouldn't say it in Star Wars.
Yes, it would.
But you have a vested interest in this.
Damn and hell are okay to say.
All right. Guys, before we get too much further, actually, Jess Blender. Hi, Jess. Thanks for resubscribing. Gives
Jess Blender.
Gives the whole table one reroll? Is that one for every person or one for the table to spend?
For the table.
Am I part of the table?
I
No, you're not part of the table.
I must say an excellent Star Wars name too.
Jess
So we
Blender.
get one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
One table
Obi-Wan, just a blender. Yeah, I can see
Jess Blender.
What are you doing here? Jess?
Okay. So before we get too much further and before I forget, let's see whose obligation is currently triggered. I'm going to roll this up. We'll call Andrew 1, or let's go by your name. Zemro is 1.
Tyann.
I'm going to remember that. Tyann is 2. Doc is 3. Ben is 4. 1, Zemro. Zemro,
Okay.
so as we're standing here in the fueling depot, there's a little bit of life going on around you.
Right.
There's a couple land speeders pulled up to these big tubes coming down from whatever, the fuel pumps, and mist is spraying out. You guys are gathered around the annex, trading annex, where you would turn in shards you had just recovered for payment. Zemro's standing there. What is your obligation?
All right, so Zimro's dark and shady past is
Zimro.
he was actually an infiltrator in the Rebel Alliance on behalf of the Galactic Empire. For many years in his youth.
You were an Imperial spy,
Yes.
spying on the rebels.
Yes, he was basically a deep cover spy in the
Ooh.
Rebels, and
You're such a nerf herder.
basically was responsible for many counterintelligence operations that resulted in like the Death Star plans, like barely getting into the hands of the rebels. And so when he saw the amount of destruction that took place, the destruction of Alderaan, basically like had a moral epiphany and completely vanished and ghosted on the Imperials.
Oh, wow.
And
Tough to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
about 20 years ago, decided to pick up, to do anything he could to at least try and put some good back into the world. And the first place he decided to go was Jeddah, which was the first place that was hit by the Death Star.
Wow.
So that's his oath. So his
It's
oath,
it's an oath.
it's an oath. His oath is to protect the well-being of the community here on Jeddah and try and preserve any kind of culture, history, or community that he's a part of. So something that would threaten that, or
Which makes sense why you're in the largest remaining town.
yes,
Even though it's maybe 4,000 or 5,000 people total.
right.
Okay.
He's like he's like a shadow sheriff. Like nobody knows who he is,
He's like
or knows his name, or doesn't really know anything about him. But like behind the scenes, he's
interesting, a
trying-
shadowy enforcer.
yeah,
Vigilante?
sort of.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So when your obligation is triggered, I feel like you would see something that spurns you on. Well, first of all, when your obligation is triggered, you're going to take 2 strain immediately,
Okay.
just to represent, maybe in this case, the strain.
You
of-
need a pencil?
I'll take a pencil too, actually.
Those are
That's a
important in
pen.
RPGs. Usually, I'm just like diplomacy, and then I don't have to do
Pen and
anything.
paper.
But
Thank you, dear. Excellent. Okay, so 2 strain, everybody gets that. In this case, or just he is triggered on that. In this case, that represents the weight of your oath. Kind of, you're feeling it today.
I
As
look
you-
around and I see all the crime and all the scumbags that are infesting this flea-bitten place, and hear the cries of those kids, and I know that no matter what I do, perhaps they won't have a bright future after all.
I
That's-
love to imagine that voice coming out of that tiny little.
Well, all you guys hear is so like, yeah, that's.
I love it. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Overhead, there's a streaking of some of these, the constant starfall that is happening. Little meteorites coming down from the ring. This unstable bit of the crust that was blasted into the air above you, and that cold wind blows past your trench coat. Who would be dealing with our character at the depot here? So the reason I mentioned this briefly, that you're at the depot, is one form of resources on this little dust ball, and that is the kyber crystals.
Right.
You guys have a couple from a recent. In fact, let's see how much you've got.
Do we all know each other?
Yeah, I think you guys know each other at this point, so you're all there, maybe in some capacity.
Are we trying to help this guy get off the planet, maybe, or
Have you shared that with everybody while you're there?
Oh, yes, he believed that there was going to be tons and tons of money here, and he was hoping to just get in there, get the money, and leave.
You gotta
But
go to Jeddah. The
kinda
streets
got
are
stuck there.
paved with kyber shards. They fall out of the sky.
You're a pilot, or I'm sorry.
Yes, he's a pilot and as well as a mechanic.
Cool.
That's interesting. I don't know if that would motivate you. So the reason you would probably know each other is whenever these kyber shards fall down to the earth, there's a mad scramble as everyone goes for them because they're the only thing that's worth anything on this planet anymore. Other than that, the occasional thing was just found in the old ruins. But it's dangerous out there. It's dangerous out there on the steppes. There are the planet's native inhabitants. There are the embittered remnants of the military forces that have been eking a living out there. And then there are all the other washed up outcasts, losers, lunatics, etc. So you really can't do it alone. You guys are sticking together out of common cause more than maybe real friendship. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, I'm going to change that voice.
hello?
How good today?
An obese Bothan steps
Oh,
into frame around the depot, the trading depot's counter. This is just a kind of a shortish, squattish, heavily reinforced building, flanked by a couple of armed droids, kind of rusty droids, but they do have weapons. And at the counter, a obese Bothan male, kind of, they look like cat people, but don't worry about it. Kind of got camel sort of faces going on.
not worried about it.
Well. So, it's you losers again. Who would be the person who has some shards from a recent...
Definitely me.
Yeah,
You.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how tall are you if you're 14 and a half?
Well, the average height for this, well, the tall end for this was like 6.1.
They're tall people.
Yeah, but that was the
Meters?
tall end. That was like tall end male. So put her like
Just none of that.
like 4, 5.
5 feet?
5.
5'1"?
4.
4'1"?
5'4".
5'4".
And a half.
And a half. 5'4" and a half.
Great, 5'4" and a half. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you're visible above the counter, of course.
Where's the studios again? What have you brought for me this time?
He says, extending a flabby palm towards you. So let's see, what are you guys bringing towards him? You're bringing some sort of amount of kyber shards that you're going to exchange for credits, precious credits. Yes,
Oh, you hunt these, don't you? They slip out of my lard greased fingers.
You disgust me.
You disgust me. But let's not get into that now. We're going to get into that later.
Okay, so give me a skill check to represent how successful you were on your last little mission that happened off screen before this game started.
I don't personally. I'm not interested in these little shards that everyone's after. I'm looking for the parts and pieces I need to continue with my experiments and build my things. So I ride with these guys because it's convenient, and sometimes I'll want some money to buy something I can't find. But
The nice thing about the shards are they pay out real
they
credits.
pay out real credits. But the things I want can't be bought with credits.
It's about 200 credits per shard.
For me, I try to keep the kid out of trouble. I help out yokels that land here for no good reason, and I basically get shot a lot, so I need this jerk around.
Coming from you, that's almost affectionate.
Yeah, whatever. But you just make sure that you keep plenty of Bacta around, because I don't feel like we're gonna get through this one in one piece.
Back in short supply.
I don't have any Bacta.
Nope.
So it's going to go old school
Yeah.
and stitch you up.
It's an old school.
Maybe I might leave something inside you. Who knows?
There's barely a hollow net on this planet. There's the nav beacon sticking up like a thumb with a red light on top of it out in the edge of town there. Probably in the center, actually, not far from the cistern. And that picks up kind of a staticky HoloNet. You know, you get about one channel on the old HoloNet box. You can kind of keep up with the Galactic News Network, see what's going on. That probably down at, most people spend their time down at the distillery, place that
Oh,
serves
yeah,
everyone
I
the
like
booze.
that place.
Yeah, the Severed Limb, which is just on the other edge
Severed
of
limb. I'm going to make a note of that.
Yeah. And they have like a semi-reliable HoloNet relay. People gather around, and that's about the source of the entertainment in town. You guys hear the clanking as like kyber shard miners come in through like the old gate, and they're coming on their battered up old machinery that's been salvaged and stuff like that.
What I'm interested in is how many shards you have.
Sorry.
What I'm interested in is how many shards you have.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so let's give me a cunning check.
Not a perception.
That is
Not
a-
a perception. I would take some skill. Is perception related
Perception
to
is the
cunning?
cunning. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perception is a great check. So you'll see on your sheet how many yellow and green dice you have.
Okay. I have 2 yellow, 1 green. I have a rank of 2.
Standard difficulty on this, just 2 purple.
Okay.
And this is going to determine each success you get is good. They'll determine how many shards you've come back with. If you fail, I'll screw you over.
Do we want to do? Wait, we just do this. There isn't anything that we want to.
Not
do
on this roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, what do we got? 2 blanks. That's interesting.
2 success, 2 failure, and 2 advantage.
Great. Okay, so the way we always do this, of course, is success. You guys get to interpret. A lot of times that's easy to tell what it is. The advantage means that in addition to something successful or failure happening, something that improves your situation, something that gives you an advantageous bit of leverage occurs. You have 2 advantage, so I'm going to let you interpret that. I always let you guys interpret that. Failure and threat, I get to interpret. So this was a failure. So you don't have many shards. You did not pull many shards out. You've got a little bag, probably about this big, that you open up, and inside, I hand it over to. Oh, you know this guy's name, by the way. This fat ass boffin is a Felirin.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Dumbacha.
Don't call me Dumbacha.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's your brother.
Yes. Did you meet
What was your name again?
Failurin?
failure.
You know my name. You've been in this town for, well, you're only 14 and a half, so not too long.
Why does everybody say my age all the time?
I don't know. It's a notable feature about you, I guess. Don't get mad at me. I'm a fat boffin. Why does everyone talk about that, huh?
It was slim pickings this time, but they're really good shards.
So normally you guys know you make about 200 credits per shard. Unfortunately, price has changed. Yeah, 100 credits per shard.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the best. That's the best Lord Fricks can do for you right now. Here you go. That represents each of those is 100 credits.
That's not enough.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, you have a little advantage. What would your advantage be? Ooh, hello, Damuta.
Damuta.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
I can get you that information that you were asking me about.
Shh, not so loud. What information was that again?
You wanted to know the codes to be able to have your own HoloNet relay?
Oh, and I can get the picture of the bouncy bounces, the jubilee. Yes. This motivates me.
I mean, we could at
I
least
love this family program.
Those were funny words I used. That's family. It could have meant anything.
It's some kind of sport game. It's a
Exactly.
sport game he's talking about.
bouncy bouncy.
You should
relay.
see my bracket for the bouncy jubilees.
No. Well,
AKA space basketball.
Yeah.
That's all we're talking
the
about,
bouncy
kids.
bouncy jubilee game was great, man. What was that? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. You have the codes.
well, I have a really good way of getting the codes, don't we?
What? Yeah.
We know exactly where those codes are. We can get you those codes, but we have to have enough credits to be able to make it happen.
Sorry, I was daydreaming about a world where you had negotiation skills. What does this jerk want?
He wants the codes to be able to hack into the HaloNet relay without having going to the server.
You have the HaloNet relay codes. Maybe we give you the old rate, huh? Maybe it's double. Give you another 500 credits.
Yeah, we can get those codes.
Am I the only one who's not okay with this?
I couldn't care less.
I'm sorry, I can't hear it when people.
Listen, we'll make it a fair trade. We'll go to someone who has a code and say, hey, just give us a code and we'll trade you something for it, like not breaking your face.
Or I can slice them.
That's true. There's plenty of people here that deserve slicing up. Just ask this asshole. This nerd. This is gonna be really tough.
You called me an asshole? Because I
Yeah,
asked
'cause
so
you're-
much from you?
You're always asking me to do ridiculous things. It makes me want to put holes in you.
You're an asshole.
So it's a deal then, right?
It's a deal as soon as you get me those codes. Then you can have, and he flicks a little switch, a catch on the other side of a roller metal sheet, and it displays all the different heavy hardware on display. The blaster rifles, the full set of padded armor, the vibro knife, the stun grenade, frag grenade. You guys,
There's a store in this game, y'all.
that's easy if you get me the codes.
Now, the shards that she traded were all of our shards collectively?
Yeah,
or-
that's all you guys managed to get together. Now, important thing about shards, important thing about those shards, they also are the only source of fuel. The fuel is astronomically expensive. It is the main thing that Lord Fricks controls here on the in your little town. You need that to power. Who would have the awesome land speeder? I'm thinking might be you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Actually, it might be better than okay. You have 3 options for land speeders here, and I want you to take a look at which of these you like. Get ready, Star Wars nerds. Do you have the AV-21 land speeder? That is slick, low to the ground, swept back profile, moves fast, does not have, not very strong, but keeps moving. Then there's the Seraph Flash Speeder. That's about the same speed. It's just a little stronger, a little more solid. It also has the built-in gun.
Built-in gun.
Finally, the A3 Dray Light Speeder truck. So this one's a lot less sexy. This is more like a minivan or a small Mack truck or something like that.
Okay, we don't have that one.
It's way tougher. It's way tougher. It can fit way more in it. It's just way pokier.
Go for something cool.
Okay, take a look at these. Let me know what you think. Any of them
Only
can
one
have a
has
gun
a-
attached to it if you want.
Okay.
Only one of them has a gun built in, but that gun takes up one of its hard points that you should.
This is like a multi-seat speeder, or is this like we're all riding, like holding on to
They're
each
all-
other's
they all
waists,
have-
and it's just like
They all have enough room.
Yeah.
The one with the gun is probably a real tight fit. The other ones
Okay.
have a little more room. The truck's got room for you guys and 5 buddies.
Right. So this is repulsor lift technology.
Repulsor lift technology. Yes, indeed. Which you're an expert at. I know that
the
from reading
future
the wiki.
is long, long ago.
But the Seraph is called a flash speeder.
So it's your call if you're the speeder guy. So, but your speeder eats up a lot of fuel. The way we're going to do this is you guys have to spend 1 token per hex you want to move. And where are we? Gosh, let's establish that. I had a little token I was going to use, but I don't know where it is.
One of those guys.
What do you need, guys? Oop. We'll put you right there. So, Gano Hill, right there on the map. Each hex you want to move takes 1 token, which I just gave you, the price of which, or you can spend them for credits to buy things. That's also acceptable. Your fuel tank is the same for each of those, and I'll remind you of this again when you write it down. You can fit 20 credits worth of fuel in there. That's 20 hexes, and you have a half tank right now. Got 10 hexes worth of fuel in it.
And you said it's a tight fit for the speeder.
The one with the gun is a tight fit. The other one has just enough room for you guys, and the truck's got room to spare.
I want to shoot stuff.
You can always shoot off the back.
I want whatever's cool.
So which one of us had the 14-year-old try and negotiate? I still don't. What?
Why
I
don't we
need
get
to
the
take
one
less
that, like,
naps.
that truck sounds like basically like
What-
space RV. Could put beds in the back. People could lay down in those beds.
Colleen,
I
I
could
like that you're
experiment
excited
on
by
them.
space RVs. Forget that one with the guns. I can lay down back here.
This
Okay.
is a chemical toilet. I need that. That is a requirement for
This
anything.
one, you can stand over the toilet and there's a little nozzle you can shower.
If I do this, I have to do this in character, so I have to stick with the truck.
Please.
What?
Yeah.
Win for the
It's
space
Talk
RV.
about misleading me.
Yeah, he's so boring and like
No,
I'm going to
There's
get married
nothing
and have
boring
children and
about
work on a
having
farm. Nothing
all the
exciting
space
about him.
So you.
So he, honestly enough, it would be all about getting the most amount of stuff in there that we can and leaving with it, not speed.
Okay. Well, no, I will. Before you make that final decision, let me mention one more thing about this. What people do like in this town is speed. Because I'll point that. No, there are definite advantages to having that, but one of the major ones is also the fact that it's tough.
We don't have to come back in. We just be out there in our space RV.
Or we could go for the
Camping
medium
out.
option.
And with little girl comes a crude-looking pack of scavengers, not so dissimilar from you guys in terms of they go out there and get crystals. A little more intense in the fact that they're a bunch of tatted up Arcona. Arcona are. You guys remember the cantina scene in Star Wars?
Yes.
Does that ring a
That
bell?
narrows it down.
Yeah.
Okay. The very first alien we see when we cut to the cantina scene, close up on Glitter Eye's face. He's
Right.
got that swoopy head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's an Arcona.
Cool.
There's a whole gang of them. Their eyes golden. Out of the way, little girl, as they push you to the side.
No, you didn't. You don't know who you're messing with.
Silence, silence. I have good customers here now.
And they like have much bigger crystals than you and everything like that. Better luck next time. Don't be so slow. There's like 4 or 5 of them as well. So whenever there's a shard fall, basically everybody jumps in their speeders, all the different gangs, and roar out of the city gates as fast as humanly possible to get them. Dragsters. It's a city of dragster land pirates.
I really want this truck now.
I just like it's just like all
Everyone's like, I was like, we'll get there when we get there.
my favorite
Not
scenes in Star Wars are when they're just like hanging out in their RV. Like that's,
Right?
those are the best scenes.
Like, this is the time when people get to talk about their feelings.
Hey guys, let's stop right here. It's time for a guitar song. You guys open up the door. And you're
Little
just strumming.
campfire.
Yeah.
What a hunk of junk! Hey now, that completed the Kessel Run extremely comfortably.
So here's a bunch of. I'm
There's
gonna
a full
leave these over
kitchen
here.
in there.
What we've got.
Okay, so as we're thinking about that, and as these Arconas push you out of the way, you know the name of this gang. These are the Golden Eyes. They all have those golden glitter eyes, of course. A paternalistic, a friendly hand falls upon the back of, I guess you, since
right.
you've been in this town quite a long time.
Reflexes.
Arm comes off.
Yeah. Okay.
It does, actually. You're just holding his prosthetic arm. Oh, you always get me with that one.
Sorry about that, pal. Here you go.
Takes it. It's the proprietor of the severed limb, of course, as he puts it back on.
Of course, it's old
Alberto. You remember Alberto?
Alberto.
Yeah, that's right, Alberto. Come on, Fellerin, you're an asshole. You're a fat Boston asshole.
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
I can't believe he's screwing you again. Look, when you come back to the severed limb, drink some.
Yes.
I'll buy you around.
Let's go.
This place drives us crazy. Drives me crazy. What am I doing here? Why am I still here? Hey, come on.
all right.
Yeah. On the way out, I push and trip one of the golden eyes, but
Oh,
I run
no.
after them.
Nice.
I run.
I like it.
Nah.
Get the off for that one.
What? You need to stand right.
Cut to the severed limb. Okay, so the distillery cantina in town, it is like a 3-story tall, rickety shanty. Bottom floor was a big. Was it the
trying to
Biff
do it?
music?
No, he's got a little snoot that he's sipping his.
Oh.
Because you're the roadie.
Yeah, you remember.
Yes.
It's the thing.
That's exactly what's happening. You guys
Okay.
are around the table. The little Dajalik hollow chest table, which does not work, that they have like whittled bits of like debris to use in like physical fashion on it, is in one corner. There's a second and a third floor that have been built on top of the stone ruins of the bottom floor, but those are like made out of like tin sheets of metal and bits of wooden scaffolding. But it's brightly lit inside. Everyone's gathered around. It can fit 100, 200 people. Alberto does pretty good business, and he's friendly, and he likes you guys. He's an old Abadendo, which is an alien race I can't imagine anyone knows.
But they have beards.
I didn't even, don't even think I brought a picture, but I'm going to
Use
check.
your power of description. Transport us.
They look
Yeah.
weird. Imagine a lizard
It's like
with,
I'm there.
imagine a lizard with but instead of lizard, imagine a horse with a lizard face.
Oh my god, I actually know.
A horse
with
with
a
a lizard
I
face.
know what race it is. Like,
With a wrinkly
Whoa.
old lizard face.
I don't
No
think what I'm
scales,
picturing
just
is
wrinkly
at all.
skin. He's got tiny little eyes
Yep.
on either side. The hammerhead
Oh,
alien
okay.
from Force Awakens.
Yes.
Oh,
Hammerhead.
Okay.
kind
Gotcha.
of nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking BoJack Horseman.
That's not bad. You can be BoJack Horseman. Do I have a picture? No, I don't. Okay, so that's Alberto, the Abadendo of the severed limb. He's reasserting his like prosthetic arm back in. Drink up. Yeah, come on. It's okay. I know. What else do we do around here, huh?
There's nothing to do. You know what's worth doing?
Fixing that table downstairs.
That's not at all where I was going
Oh.
with that.
No, if anything, I'd like to, take a closer look at the HoloNet relay, just, to just look at it.
Don't mind her. We're looking for an extra code so that we can actually get our due. Hey, I know a lot. This guy's cool, right?
It was not for that asshole Fallerin, is it? That guy, everybody hates that guy. Spoiled little pussycat of Lord Fricks. He lords his power over us, so he's screwing us. Screwing me. You know how much he's charging us for alcohol now?
Listen, pal, you and I go way back, and plus, I don't want to bring up that little indiscretion that you had a couple months back.
Well,
Okay, give me a check. We better do a roll.
Underworld or skull or
I take
Streetwise?
Underworld. I'll take Underworld would be great, or negotiation.
Okay, I'll do Underworld then.
Doc, we haven't really established. Have you been just tagging along quietly in
I
the
don't
back?
know why I'm with these guys. I just want to drink.
Would you be back at? Oh, you're there drinking maybe.
Yeah, I'm there drinking.
Would that make sense? So they come in, they see you. You're at the usual table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you drink?
Whatever is like the closest to poisoning me.
That's everything on the menu
Oh,
here.
then I let him surprise me then.
you drinking more scunch?
That's what I'm drinking.
The stuff we brew from the lake and we scrape off the rocks? Yeah.
It's one of those things, you know, when you hear scunch, you're like, ugh, and then you drink it for a few years and you're like,
Let me pour you a double there.
thank you. Ugh.
He turns his attention back to you.
You old skunch slinger. There we go. That's better. All right, so what's my difficulty here for my Underworld check?
Ooh, against this
See if I
guy.
have the dirt on this guy to get some info.
Well, he wasn't born yesterday, that's for sure. Sorry. Yeah, so let's see here. There we go. Let's do this guy. Okay. Make it a red and 2 purple. You got
Ooh,
that?
Man.
He's been slinging scunch for a long time in this shitty little cantina.
Yeah, I
Shritty.
I have a feeling that this is vital to forward narrative momentum. So I'm going to spend a light side point, if that's all right, and upgrade. See if I can get some triumph action on here. So I'm rolling 2 yellow, 2 purple, and 1 red. All right, and that is a
Do
super
it.
failure. So I guess
One disadvantage.
he's
One
definitely went public with the affair, and that's no longer something that I can blackmail him with. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. No, I got rid of her. Yeah. I'm done with her now. With the old Woody, the old battle axe. Good riddance. All I need is scunch.
That's right.
Right?
I need enough refill.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I can't help you with that.
Did you get advantage or threat?
Everybody knows about that affair.
Even I know about it.
1 threat.
1 threat.
So as
yeah.
he reaches to pour the scunch.
Oh, empty.
Wait, why is his threat hurting me?
You keep your scotch.
I will keep my scunch. I love you. You're a good man. Don't go threatening to pull that blackmail on me. Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to get my slice of the pie here.
1 more strain to you.
Oh,
As he cold shoulders you.
That's the noise of me. So this sounds like okay. 8. I'm just gonna pass out in the middle of the bar.
So as you guys are sitting around, yeah, I don't mean to be so. Well, yeah, well, like her, you'll join Doc in passing out
Yeah.
at the bar. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to be so rude, but those HoloNet passwords, that's worth more than its weight in Kyber crystals.
At that point,
Wait, how much do codes weigh? Because they're numbers. Just
What?
Doc,
energy in your mind.
Damn, you are smart.
Yep.
What? I don't know. This Brainiac's always talking over my head.
you guys are.
Yeah, it makes it real difficult to intimidate people with all these innocent-looking lollygaggers hanging around me. But
Yeah.
At that, there's a little rip, rip sound, or more of a doggy type whine. I don't know if I can do that. A doodles type whine, yeah.
Yeah, I live in that world.
adorable.
As Alberto's little, not so little, alien bulldog, space bulldog, like a green.
What's this dog's name?
Looks like an English bulldog.
Oh, I love it already.
Green skin though, no hair.
I hate
Oh,
it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Horrifying.
Like if you crossed a Gamorrean with an English bulldog.
Oh,
I'm loving this
And it's
dog.
got its own collar.
kind of cute.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, its nose is always got 2 giant big eyes that are staring off in different directions.
Yeah.
Fungi, what is it? Fungi?
And then a moment later, the navigation beacon, which you can see from your 2nd floor window out across the city streets, is red. Starts flashing. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, you know what that means.
A moment of tension sweeps across the bar.
And everyone leaps up and starts a running.
Everybody leaps up and starts running as who would have a data pad on them?
Oh,
I would. Oh, Sorry.
I speak binary.
So you both have data pads on you.
Okay. Yeah, we can both have data pads.
You
Yeah.
probably just have one data pad because it is Crap Town. So
But I am a gadgeteer. Wouldn't I have?
you're a gadgeteer. She's a scientist who hangs
no,
on to it.
I meant like wouldn't I have just kind of cobbled together my own that might not work as well.
Okay. I'm down with
But
that.
like, she has a
you've got-
really nice one.
You've got the old iPad and you've got the maker kit made from a Raspberry Pi.
Oh no.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
You've got
Okay.
an iPod. You have a Zune. Like that's pretty much how it's Zune humor. Sorry.
Yep, you get the brrrr, and this map appears on your screen with a bunch of scan lines.
Yep.
And then you see 3 incoming lines. And someone down below stands up and goes, "We got Starfall!" And everyone leaps to their feet, as you point out. People come running outside. Someone else is on the second floor, like a different guy from a different crew. A bunch of like, punks with like red spiky hair and wearing all black with metal studs all over them. Like jump out the window and like bounce down
Oh, it's cool.
the tin roofing, and you hear them hit the ground, and you start to hear outside in the streets the as people start revving up their souped up land speeders.
Come on, let's go.
No, I'm.
Flash speeder.
You guys come running outside,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yes.
Yes,
I'd like
let's
to
go.
try and steal a bottle of scotch on my way out if possible.
Definitely. Give me a skullduggery check on that. I need
The
and take.
Seraph flash speeder.
Is that what you
It's-
chose?
It's definitely going to be the Seraph flash speeder.
You didn't go with the truck?
I'm not going to go with the truck.
So you guys run outside, and there's the big truck, and then it shifts out of the way. And there's the Seraph Flash Speeder with.
Wait, which one is that one? You're
damn,
done with?
the difficult-
That's the one with the gun.
Okay.
I'm going to give you
No
the same
naps.
difficulty you had before,
Okay.
because this guy's going to be aware, but take 2 advantage because he's distracted by everyone running out.
Yay.
Is it possible that while he's doing that, for like to do a sweep of his desk with just like looking to see if I can see like maybe there's a post-it that has codes on
Give
it?
me a perception check. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's total wash.
You're
Oh my
made to be a
God.
good guy. I don't know
Yeah,
why you
pretty
keep
much.
trying.
I was like,
Okay.
So you grab it,
I
and then
grab
you're
it. I'm like, here you go, Doc, and you just like, that's
smash.
it's like clearly just cleaning. It's like, no, it's like,
Wait, what is it? Right, keep hurting me.
it's just clearly like, it's clearly just like cleaning fluid.
I just got, it's WD-40.
Oh, great.
The
This will
bar-
get you where you need to go.
Sorry. The Bard 1971 donates 1 boost to Talene. Let's get this perception check to see if you can identify the codes. But before we do that, I should mention it now before we get too much deeper in. Guys, you too can donate if you're watching at home. You can donate to influence the outcome of the game. Easy and fun to do. All you have to do is follow the instructions that Dom will be sharing with everybody in chat. There's a whole menu of things you can donate on, including rerolls, adding boost die, adding triumph and despair to the game, healing people, healing strain, or giving me rerolls because I use them to screw the guys over, and that's what you want to see. You can also, I'll get all the blurbs out right now. Find us here next Thursday. We'll be at same channel, same time. You can find the podcast version of this, which is a few weeks behind, on iTunes or any other podcast app. Never Tell Me the Odds, or on the website Star Wars RPG Podcast. .com. Back to the action. So you're as you're running out, you grab the bottle. Alberto's going, "Hey, what you got? You gotta pay!" "Yeah, I know you're good for it." You come running by. This is to look. So this isn't to sneak anything by him. This is to see if he's got a password written somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 purple,
Okay.
but because you're in a hurry and everyone's running out and it's a little bit chaotic, I'm going to give you 2 black set back.
Ooh.
Oh, I was so excited when I saw double.
Okay, so you
Didn't
said
go the
2
way I
black, 2
thought.
purple?
2 black, 2 purple against your perception.
Okay. Oh.
Dem, you're outside in the flash speeder,
All right.
Oh,
I'll just-
probably warming it up. These guys are jumping in. Oh my God.
That looks
That's
like
a-
a success.
Is it? It is a success, finally.
Period.
And that's it. That's it. It's 1 success.
1 success and the advantage and threat cancel out.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay, so you do see the passcode for the HoloNet relay. But it's long. It's like a Wi-Fi password. You see where it is. You're like, that's it for sure. You don't commit. You're not able to commit it to memory, but you see where he has it in the bar. And then you hear like the honking from the horn
Oh,
outside.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's get this damn thing off of the ground. I want to get the hell out of here.
So
Zoom out.
the reason I asked you who had the iPad, I need either an astrogation or a computers check to quickly triangulate where these 3 incoming meteors are going to land.
Computers.
As you guys come running outside, you can see them arcing through the atmosphere, glittering white streaks,
Triumph?
which
Yeah,
are
that's
coming
like
in,
super good, awesome success.
narrowing down, closer and closer. Definitely 3. They start to break up, and they're going in 3 different locations.
Okay. Can I get 4 green? And how difficult
Is this going to be astrogation or computers?
computers?
Okay, then it will be just 2 purple.
2 purple.
That's a good
I'm
roll.
gonna save my boost because I got this one down.
All right. Let's do it.
I did not have this
Fail.
one down.
Wow! You guys have been rolling amazing.
Wait. What? Can I use the table reroll? Does you guys mind if I use the table reroll?
Definitely.
The table
Let's
reroll.
get
Because
some
you're trying to
coordinates
find
here.
the yeah.
Did you have any advantage on your? No, it was a wash.
It was just a success.
There we go. That's better. That's 2 success and an advantage.
Great. Okay, you triangulating on this thing really quick. 2 success and an advantage. There are
Yep.
2 successes. I'm going to give you 2 boost as you pinpoint the 3 shards as
Okay.
they come in. 3 meteorites. 1 is close by, really close. It's going to make it a tight target. Another one, a little further out. Final one is about twice as far. Pretty dang distant. You get a little feed out. You said you had 1 advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you get like a quick little feed out as you're triangulating them in.
I'm doing this drunk too, you guys. My
As you
character's-
guys
I'm
jump
not drunk.
into the flash.
Come on.
So you're in the pilot seat. Tell me where you guys are sitting in relation to each other. Who's in the?
Is this the one that
Who's
has
shotgun?
the gun?
Yes.
The gun is in the back seat. It points out the back. It's got a little turret, 180-degree turret.
Okay.
Do you have gunnery?
I have 2 green in gunnery.
Okay. I actually have because of my agility, I have a dice pool of 4 green in
Well, then I
gunnery.
think
Yeah.
you're.
Does anyone else like?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, you're
I'm
driving,
piloting.
so okay, great.
Who's in shotgun and who is in the back seat?
Shotgun.
So you guys come jumping in. You're pulling this information up as you start engines going. You guys
Yep.
around you hear the sound of these land spears firing up. You're gonna have to choose one location. This one's close. You think there's gonna be lots
Everyone's
of people
going there.
This one, not bad. However, it's in native territory. There's like the locals, the
Right.
indigenous population, who don't really care for all the drunken shard stealers on the planet. It's kind of dangerous territory there.
Drunk people.
This one,
Problem with drunk people.
this one's just way far out. That's out of your guys' normal range that you guys go to. It's pretty close to the crater point where terrain gets intense. The Earth it was just torn apart over there, so you really don't know what you're expecting if you go that far. You guys have to choose as a group, or I guess you've got final say on it, so you can try and persuade with the pilot which way you're going. And then as you're thinking about that, just as you relay that information, as if there's a starting shot, 6 different groups of scavengers hit their accelerator pedals at the same time, and through the darkened night streets of Gano Hill, everyone comes blasting towards the single hole in the wall that exits from the town. A bottleneck that all of you come screaming towards. So, a couple of things we need you to decide. Which destination are you guys heading towards? That's important because as part of a sandbox game, I've already determined which different crew is going where. We're going to see some of the crews depending on which direction you go.
Yeah.
You'll be contesting with some people for that shard. The other shard is going to be picked up by the other crews. So that'll kind of influence the game as we go forward. The other thing that's important is first person who gets to the shard, there's going to be 3 teams, basically 3 different crews going for each shard. First person who goes there gets the shard. They get to the meteorite point, they get it. They're going to get approximately about 20.
Oh, so once you
Shards
get
worth.
there, we can use that as fuel to get back.
Right, because there's
Well,
shards.
we have half a tank, so we're good for any of those.
It is a consideration because if you guys
There and back.
if you get there
Yeah,
first, you
but-
get 100% of the pot, 20. If you get there second, you're stuck scavenging shards that maybe were thrown off from the impact around the edges.
Right.
You get 25% of what was there. And then if you get there third, you're just picking through the dust for what was left behind. You get 10% of what was left.
Well,
Just basically
if we've
parroting
got
what we've
5
been doing.
hexes, we're good for any of those. So it's just what
I
feels
say the middle
right.
one.
Okay.
Middle one.
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
say
the farthest
We're
one.
going to go this close. Number 1, Badlands. Number 2, Distant. Number 3.
I think we can outlast any of these other lollygaggers. I say we go for the far one, but that's me.
that's the far one. That's the one we're going for.
Far one.
Yes.
You could final say. If anyone wants to persuade him what to do, that's him.
I don't have any reason.
Your attention is focused in front of you guys right now. You're just shooting straight shot down this avenue. Another avenue comes. Another avenue comes. In fact, all the avenues radiate out from this broken chunk of wall that's about 100 feet across. And as you guys start converging, you can see the other 6, 7 crews all heading towards there at the same time. Everyone playing chicken with each other to see who can get out of that gate first and who's going to have to slam on the brakes.
Pedal to the metal.
Start shooting!
How fast would you guys be? Okay, here's another question. The difficulty of the piloting check, get your piloting dice together, that I'm asking for, is going to be based on if you're trying to get out that gate first, if you're going to hit the brakes and slow down and get in the second wave, or if you're going to come out, wait safely, let everyone go by, safely ease your way out and try and catch up with them on the main stretch. So first is obviously the hardest.
I'm going for the hardest one.
Woohoo!
That's what I do.
Let's do this.
I need a yellow.
Okay, that's going to be 3 purple for your difficulty.
The yellow, please.
Before you roll those 3 purple, though, however, one of the other teams comes screeching along in their roadster. In fact, it's the Golden Eyes, 4 or 5 Arcana in their real low slung, close to the ground, swept back, bright green. It's like angular, almost like it's cut from a gem. Land speeder.
God, their car's so cool.
And the guy in the back who you tripped is going, ha 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 ha, and waving in the air this black cable with these like prongs on the ends that he's waving around overhead. You recognize it immediately. It's an important part of the engine.
Oh no!
My baby!
I've got a chunk. I pull
You're
a chunk of ore that I have next to the seat, and I hit him with it.
Make a ranged light roll. You notice one of the indicators, like it looked like everything was fine, and then you like tap on the dial, and it does like the. That's just going to be bad news. So that automatically is going to upgrade one of your purple to a red until
Whoa.
that gets fixed. That's a mechanics check to fix it. So I'm going to have you, before you throw that, I want to see what your piloting check is. It's going to be 2 purple and a red against what?
2 yellow, 2 green. This is planetary piloting, right?
Yes, that's right. And you are jockeying for first position out of this gate as everyone comes overhead shot, dust trails rising up, converging on the bottleneck. I should have spent a dark side point. 'cause I
No,
have
you
so
shouldn't
many.
have. You did good.
I forgot. You have to add a black setback because of weather conditions.
Oh,
Dust is
Oh,
key.
weather
boy.
Okay.
It meant nothing.
Oh, and double GXG. Hi, double GXG. I know what that is.
Hello.
Gives me a reroll.
Aw, dude.
I don't like you.
Thank you.
Oh. You want to give him
Scrav.
that black one back?
Played with him.
All right.
Did you fail?
These no, he made it.
Oh, well, but did he fail? No, I'll say this.
So it's 3 success and then a wash.
Wow. You crushed it.
That's right. They put the right person behind the wheel.
A wash, no advantage of success. Okay, so describe for me, what maneuver do you make as everyone is closing in, it's neck and neck?
I saw that the cord was popped out and said, hold on, and I just hit the ground and bounced right over top of everyone else.
Nice. I like it. The Tongnath twins, a group of weird-looking aliens, tall guys, tubes coming out of their mouths and fish eyes and bald heads with spikes, who ride tandem. It's a whole set of tandem speeders where like, oh, you know, it's like those Cloud City cars, where it's like the 2 eggs connected. It's like a couple of those guys in these are coming in to cut you off. Bounce over them. boom, hit the ground right in front of the gate.
And give everyone the flip off.
Sayonara, suckers!
You guys go tearing out into the open.
I threw a chunk of ore at the.
Roll that ranged light. Can we clear that real quick?
So I have 2 green.
Difficulty.
Oh, thank you. Difficulty to just throw the chunk of ore. Just
Yeah,
2 purple, that's all.
Yeah, aim it straight at the guy that had our.
That's not. That's a fail.
That was my favorite chunk of ore.
Yeah.
Ah!
It was a piece of kyber shard.
He like, he's just like, thanks.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that had like fallen out of that sack that you gave the guy earlier. It must have rolled into the sea.
I thought it was regular.
Ugh. Yeah, lands in the back of their thing. Boom, out through the gate. And as you guys come out, the groups of all of these guys coming out peel off and form 3 different groups. Group peels off this way, group peels off this way, group peels off this way. Out into the flats. So just flat, hard-baked desert all the way out. Mesas rising up way in the distance. Stars coming up overhead. It is cool as soon
Quite
as
a road trip we're on, right?
yeah. 6 hours?
Oh,
Wow.
I'm gonna just lean back, jam my feet up, put some tunes on the data pad, pull out a bottle that I had waiting here, open it with my teeth.
Is it scunch?
It is.
That's not
I'm
the
a
cleaning
big fan
fluid.
of scunch.
So,
Scunch is my drink.
And Doc,
I prefer scunch with cherry.
cherry
but,
scunch?
All they have is regular scunch.
and Doc, if you would have told us to get that feckin' truck, we wouldn't be here right now.
Wait,
What?
what?
That's
Yeah,
what he yells back.
I don't
Because we're
understand.
speeding ahead of everyone else and we're not behind. If we would have got the truck, he's just blaming you for it.
Okay, first of all, your decision. Second of all, if we had the truck, I would have all the flavors of scunch and a TV.
The other 2 people who are peeled off with you come into view, cutting out of the dust trail behind you. On the one side, it's those guys you jumped, the Tognath twins, peeling up around you. On the other side, mono wheels. You guys know mono wheels? Just single big wheels.
Oh, yeah.
actually, Doc, can someone actually like fix the engine, please?
Yeah, it's starting to go. So you're gonna have an automatic upgrade difficulty to a red on all of your rolls.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I've
watch
gotta-
that. I'm perilously close to Peter Griffin at this point. hey, Doc. Yeah, can you make sure to fix the ship, please? Watch that. Whew, okay.
Right, it's close. The mono wheels, which come roaring out, you guys recognize immediately. It's the Liberating Bolts, group of droids, droid crew.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Come out all kind of modded. There's astromech droids like R2D2, some protocol droids, but none of them have their original parts totally, like C-3PO, but he's got like skeleton claw or like Terminator head on his like head and stuff like that. Group of mono wheels, about 6 of them, come tearing down on the other side, closing in on you guys as you go.
Shoot
And
them!
they came
Okay.
from behind us.
Yes, from behind you, out of your dust cloud.
Shoot them!
I guess we weren't that fast. Could have had all the flavors of scunch.
Why aren't we shooting them yet?
Important question. I am also got mechanics. So the part that we saw him waving around, I recognized it.
Yeah.
Is
Engine
this
part.
is this a vital engine part that we're gonna break down without?
It's fine as long as you don't need to slow down quickly.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
if you
like
can
a
if you
brake
can
cable
glide
of some
to a
kind?
stop over a period of like 5 or 6 miles, it's no problem.
5 or 6 miles?
Yeah, but if you want to stop anything shorter than that, you're going to want to fix that. So that would be a mechanics check if you want
Yeah.
to do that.
I'm pretty
If
decent
someone's
with mechanics too.
Oh.
if someone's on the guns,
That would be me.
you might want to get a shot because the
Sure.
Tognath twins, you see a little like turret pops up in the front, and you see a harpoon kind of sticking out ominously, light glints off of it.
So I'm gonna swing around towards them in the turret, and I'm like, "Hey, pal, looks like what's wrong with your speeder there? It looks broken."
Nice. We better get initiative checks from everybody.
Oh right,
It's
that's
going
a
to
thing.
be cool, I think, because you guys are being pretty cool right now.
Is that what we're being?
Cool is terrible.
I know. Oh my gosh!
So just whatever your cool skill is.
I'm used to having
purple.
a giant dice
Your
pool
cool
just for
skill?
Gippy.
You're cool.
Could we substitute that for anything?
Not this time.
Vigilance? Or?
Like, because vigilant, well, for cool, I've got 2 greens, but for vigilance, I have a green and a yellow.
That is better. Maybe vigilance next time, but at this point, cool. You
Okay.
had a couple greens?
I had 2 greens and I rolled 3 success.
And that's 2 success for me, correct?
There's 2
So
advantage.
That's 2 advantage.
2 advantage.
Okay.
Ah,
It's
nice.
3 success and an advantage.
And you got 2
I
greens?
got two advantage, so nothing basically. Like Troy and I are tied.
Sorry. Can I have one more?
Yeah.
Ooh, 1 success. Which is great. Who had less than 1 success? You two. So you guys are going to go after the bad guys go,
Okay.
unfortunately. So you're keeping a beat on
Dang
them.
it, that's our gunner.
The 2 of
Yeah.
you have the chance to act. You're both in the back seat together. No, you're in the front seat.
She's in this.
I'm shotgun.
And so you guys are right behind each other.
So I say that and I hit the buttons and nothing happens. And it's like okay. So
Like they come around.
Maybe he has some warm up or something.
well, I'll just look at it as like that's the hose that's connecting it to the thing. That's like
No.
why would you reroute this through the brakes?
It fires brake fluid, the gun.
Yeah.
Okay, Markia and Talene, would you be doing anything?
Well, I was going to do a mechanics check.
That's fine. Unfortunately, the bit that you have to get to is you're kind of going to have to crawl kind of outside, hang over, and reach under. You can still maybe say part of the way inside the speeder. It's just going to be a little bit of an action-packed mid-speed recovery, unless you guys want to stop,
No, we can't stop now.
All right. Okay, I'll do it.
which is fine. I can tell you
But here's the
what
thing.
difficulty that is.
I saw the part, and I understand how to fix it, or do I need to roll to see if I understand how to fix it? Because I don't have the.
I'll need a
do I have a
mechanics check.
Do I have a replacement part? Do I need to
Oh,
jerry rig one?
So this mechanics check is going to be to get under there and jerry rig something that'll work for it.
Okay.
Which living on this planet you do all the time. So
what I
mechanics
do.
check is just 2 purple, because you know what it is. It's no problem. Plus 1 setback die for each point of speed you're going. We're going for first place out the gate, so that's going to be 3 setback die. However, that is going to give you 3 boosts to any pilot checks because you were in the lead because of your mad speed.
So if you have any pilot check.
I'm gonna use my boost. Thank
The
you.
boost.
All right.
And I'm gonna use a point to
Dang.
up my.
Probably shouldn't say this, but do we have to take weather conditions into effect as
Oh,
well?
absolutely. Yeah, take a blank setback.
I'm sorry. I gotta keep the game honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
What are you rolling altogether, because that
All
sounds
right.
bad.
So I'm rolling 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 purple, 4 black, 1 boost.
Would you want to be helping her as you see Doc come up and start leaning over the side to get under the car? Or do you have something better to do?
I'm pretty good with athletics because that seems like she's trying to, get under the hood of a.
Doc
Speeding
doesn't care
car.
about Doc's own life.
So you're
And I'm
Doc just sort of like stands up.
pretty
and
decent with mechanics too.
you're holding Doc's beer basically. Is what
My
you're
here. Hold my scrunk.
I will give you a boost for not caring about your life. I like that. And that's got to help in a situation like this.
Yeah.
If you're aiding her somehow, if you want to tell me how you're aiding her, I'll give her another boost for that.
Okay, so what is it that you're doing?
Hanging out the side of this speeder and fixing it
Yeah.
while it's moving. Because who cares?
Those arcanas hold an important part out. Seems to control the brakes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a gadgeteer, so I'm assuming I've got a bunch of stuff just crowded around in this little speedster.
For sure. So what do you do?
So I'm gonna reach under the seat and grab this improvised little doohickey that I've been meaning to secretly install onto the speedster.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna help the doc by putting that where we're missing the part.
That's perfect. Take another boost die for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
That was a blank.
now that now that you have a million dice, let's
Okay.
roll it up. Oh my God! I did give you a million dice. Let's start by counting
Okay.
successes. I see
No,
1
2.
success.
2 successes.
And how many failures?
3 failures. Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can
Hang
roll?
on, hang on.
Advantage and threat.
Advantage. It looks like I'm going to come out ahead on advantage.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you want me to take these for you?
Yeah, clear those.
Yeah, take those. So I have 1 failure, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantage.
Great. So the failure is you fall out of the car. As you're leaning out, trying to get underneath, and then
But I'm
You
so
hit-
drunk. It's like when somebody's drunk and they're in a car accident and their body's just so limp that they don't get hurt at all.
you go. At least you
I just
don't
sort of,
fall
like,
out.
flop
Your,
around.
your
Yeah.
legs go over the top, but you could still grab on maybe if you wanted to, or she could grab you.
Yeah.
might fall out.
I have my improvised doohickey piece that looks a bit like what they pulled out, but better.
And what is
Yeah.
it called? Oh, the doohickey piece. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you meant your.
It's it's Sakyan. It's the doohickey piece. So I'm gonna swing that out to. It's got a little grapple part because that's supposed to be what hooks on the edge, and I swing it out to grab her wrists
I like
to
that.
stop her from
From
tumbling
falling
out.
over.
Uh-huh.
You have a ton of advantage.
I do.
That's almost enough. I call that close to triumph level
I
advantage.
thought
Yeah.
so.
I knocked you out of the car. She definitely grabbed you. You still have advantage to spare, I think, in this case. Or is that as far as you want to go?
No, I want to fix the dang thing.
Okay.
Well,
If I'm out there, I can see
Well, it's
better.
a failure, so you can't fix it.
Okay.
Well, it's attached to you, and whatever
Oh.
you want to.
As I fall out, my bottle of liquor flies out with me, and I go, "Oh no!" But it hits one of the other speeders and damages it.
I'll take that. And she also has grabbed you, which is fine. Okay, so you fly out.
My scrub!
Just-
I got you.
Just
No!
as
It doesn't even matter.
the
My life is-
harpoon fires. So I'm going to roll a yellow, 2 green against 2 purple, and I might as well upgrade that for laughs.
Funny. Ha ha ha.
And I get a failure
That's right, you do.
with
2 success.
2 advantage.
Advantage. 2 advantage.
Great. So
Words.
this harpoon with this like monofilament cable shoots over the bow, hits the dust on the other side. There's a poof. You guys are past it immediately. Bottle of liquor comes flying towards the Arcona. The guy who has the piece of ore sets it down, turns around, and goes, ah! Ah, Scott!
Not even fair.
You're taking
You know
a
what,
ton
though?
of advantage.
I don't even, you know what? I've spit in that bottle of skunk so much that I want him to drink it.
Oh god, it's like half backwash.
It's half. It's more than half. It's got like little flakes of food I've eaten floating in it.
Twist, it was actually
Whoa.
just the cleaning fluid that I
Okay, I like
gave
that.
to her earlier.
All right.
Still has backwash.
Yeah.
Pretty has a backwash, but it's cleaning
You're like,
fluid.
is this cleaning fluid? Oh, it is. Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, mm.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm going to give him a setback die in their next roll as that guy starts retching in the back. Of I can't see! Yeah, that's pretty good. In fact, for sure, they start dropping back. I don't think it's out of control.
Yeah, they do.
You're still hanging from the side. She's holding you in, and the 2 of you are up. The 2 mono wheels or the 6 mono wheels kind of
May I go
line
first?
up.
Go right ahead. Like,
Pilot.
In the perfect imitation of his grandfather, he goes, "Quit screwing around over there!" And then he moved the ship just so that the gun is like lined up with the mono wheel.
Mono wheels are lined up with each other with droid-like precision. Ooh. All 6 mono wheels like lined up just inches apart, forming like one big wheel. A mono cylinder rolling across the desert.
okay, so does that give me a boost, or does he have to roll
that's-
it?
You
what
better
I
give
was
me a
hoping.
piloting check, sir.
Nigo.
In Wego.
What?
On Rego?
On
we
we
go.
go.
Oh,
On we go.
on we
On we
go.
go.
What a good follow.
On we go.
Thank you, On We Go. Okay.
Let's see. So, and I
And
get
you're going
a-
to take 3 boost from.
And the weather.
No one told you to climb off the ship.
One black setback from the weather. 3 boost because you got out the gate first and you've got clear and
Is that
easy
3 boost?
sailing. Yeah, no dust in your face. Against their piloting skill, which is going to be a red and a purple. So this is easy sailing.
Do I have to put one of these purple back for a red because of the missing part?
Missing part,
I'm
2
trying to
red.
keep the game honest.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
thought it
no
got
problem.
repaired. No, it didn't get repaired.
No, she's hanging over the side.
No, right.
Yeah.
Ah, it's fixed at last. Hit the button. Alright. Ooh, Stormtrooper 67.
67.
Yeah, well, tell me when it's Stormtrooper 69.
Oh, this is very successful.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, 69 is a fun number.
For cancels.
No further
These.
meaning.
Blanks out.
Is it a success?
It's
Oh.
completely a success.
Crush it.
It's for success.
I'm
That's
piloting for a reason.
Initiate.
Yeah, it's for success.
Big time success.
No advantage though, right?
That is
No
a
advantage,
huge
just for
success.
success.
For
Yeah.
success.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're going to. That was how many success?
4.
4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I flip them off.
Wait. Can he be so successful that he flips me back into the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just sort of like, bloop. Just a little bloop, bloop.
Do
and I
you
go,
do that?
what?
Yes.
Or do you line him up for an awesome shot?
Or
Can't he do
both, 'cause
both?
For
Both?
success.
On a piloting check? Come
4.
on. Come on.
It runs in the family.
Okay, 4 success is pretty good. That's fine.
And I told them to stop screwing around.
That's what it is. Okay, so you do a little juke.
He does a little juke, and I like
You give it
flop
the
in.
pull.
It's not comfortable. It's like my head's where my feet should be.
The 14-year-old's got you.
I've got no
Yeah.
scrunk.
I was
I'm
thought
pretty
you were like,
strong, so I
flew
got
back
you
like,
back
oh,
there.
my back.
My other bottom is scrunk.
How old is Doc?
Doc's like late 40s.
Okay, I like this team up of the 14-and-a-half-year-old and the 40-year-old.
Okay.
40-year-old's just like, give me more booze.
More booze.
And
I've seen everything.
Dem is 16, but he lies to everyone.
You're 16?
Yeah.
You got
and
like,
you're like 60. I like this group.
This weird. It's like mom and dad and
Yeah,
their
exactly.
wacky kids.
Like,
which is why we should have been in an RV.
Oh, it's the 2 bitter burnouts, and then you're like, I need someone to do work for me. A 16-year-old kid, they're easy to trick.
who's going to work for cheap?
They don't know their worth.
Yeah.
Okay, you're lined up. I'm going to give you a boost from his sweet piloting,
Sweet.
and you get to just shoot them. Mono
Okay,
wheel.
so things magically come back online with the gunner, and
It turns out it was the safety.
I'm just,
There we go.
my eyes aren't what they used to be. So I flip the safety back off, and then like swing it around, and just line up right perfectly, just like because like they're a big cylinder, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I just say, "Sayonara, suckers," and it click both the guns and fire. And what do I roll?
2 purple.
That's it. Okay.
That's it, man.
And
That was
then
all the part.
4
all the
green and a
harpoon hammer.
boost.
And a setback for the weather. I'm liking
Trying to
this.
keep the game honest.
I'm liking this weather system already.
Yeah,
have
you
enough
are.
green?
What?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I got enough. Okay, so that's 4 green, 2 purple, 1 boost, and 1 setback.
You know, I think I'm going to modify my weather system because it's a big pain in the butt. Ooh, wait, let's see what this did.
Okay, cool. So
This is good. This is very good for us. So this cancels.
you're
Get rid of this blank.
These cancel. Nope, they don't. Just kidding. Those were both threats.
all right. So
Still a success, though, huh?
It's
4
yeah,
successes.
it's 4 success and a threat.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
4 success.
Great. How much damage does it say the weapon does on that?
4.
Plus 1 per success.
So that's 8.
8 points of damage. And just 1 advantage you had?
Yeah. No, I had 1. There's 1 threat.
Oh, 1 threat. Oh, I love it. Okay. Yeah, you just go strafing through these mono wheels. It probably comes strafing up the ground towards them and then hits the cylinder, and then the wheels all go out of control, and one of them goes end over end. Droid R2-D2 gets thrown out. R2-D2 type.
Ooh, Bracken!
Threat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kickback, probably from this old gun. Lasers with kickback. Just you're gonna do another strain
It's
to
an
you.
old injury. Okay, so I'm down to 7 strain.
Down to 7 strain. I like it. You guys peel way ahead of the competition.
That's where we want to be.
The city
Yep.
starts to dwindle behind you. And just as you guys are leaving, you see a ship blast up, straight up vertically
Oh,
out of the
no.
city from the old quarter, where things are more intact. The anchorites weather their time. Pilgrims attracted to the destruction of the planet, sort of morbid fascination. Pilgrims who venerate entropy and destruction. Who, I think we arrived at our floor.
Yep.
We're here.
This is ladies' clothing.
Not evil, but they do keep to themselves. They're very insular, very much like in Rogue One, like people who just wear total body covering robes and things like that. They have a ship, too, and they also go out for these Kyber shards, and they're going to head after one of these three. In fact, it might be yours. Can I see that force die? Actually, we'll roll it once we get there. So I'm going to roll this when we get there. If you get dark side points,
Yeah.
they're choosing to take their ship and land at your shard.
Okay.
If I get, did I say dark side for that?
Yes, you
Dark
sure
side.
did.
Light side, yes. Light side, they've chosen somebody else's.
Okay.
Okay, but you'll all breathe easy for a minute. Competition disappears in the dust behind you. The darkness, finally you lose that ambient twilight and just the stars come out overhead.
Find
This-
another bottle of Scrunk.
Do we
Can
fix?
we-
I've got my improvised.
Oh, you can just go back to sleep?
Yeah,
And do
I've
you
got my
Okay.
improvised doohickey pais.
Now that she's off of it, yeah. Doohickey Pais.
Yes, the
Yeah.
doohickey pais.
I've got an appropriate joke for that, but I'm not going to say it. So, yes, I think at the heat of the battle over and you can finally throttle back a little bit, would you? Or you're pushing it all the pedal
All
to
the
the
way.
metal for 6 hours.
They
Push
better
it.
continue to try to climb up there
I
while
can
I'm
fix
moving.
it on the fly.
Well, you're 14, you're scrappy, and you've got a little doohickey Pais.
Yeah.
So I probably don't need a check from you on that. You know what? Give me a mechanics check, but no purple on it. We'll see how big the success is. Doc leans back. 6 hours pass.
Got the Scrunk.
Getting strong.
3 success, 3 advantage.
Awesome. That's a huge success.
Yeah.
So you fixed the hell out of this thing.
And I also pulled out this. Okay, it's the thing that I was working on. It's this little vial of it's not Kyber shards.
Mhm.
It's this other kind of fluid that I've been tinkering with. I want to pour it into the fuel tank.
An additive.
Just don't let Doc
It's
get her
just an
hands on it.
additive.
Hmm.
I mean, it's something Doc would probably drink.
Roll a light side, dark side point. Let's see how good it is for the car.
Oh,
You've just been tinkering with it? You just kind of whipped this one up? You've never used
well,
it before?
I'm very confident in it, but I haven't poured it in yet.
Oh, okay, let's try it.
Yeah!
Immediately, there's like a as all the carbon is just scoured off the insides of the reactor cylinders and shot out the back in a big plume of dust, and then you're running smooth and easy as a pussycat. Ooh.
And Zimro's just in the back, like looking off the distance, inner monologuing about something.
Just
That's pretty much
distinct.
it.
Well, since that was 2 light side point and that was a big success, let's say everybody can gain back 3 strain. Anybody who spent any strain, that includes you. As
How
it's a
many?
nice 3 for her 3 advantage.
I'm at 10 strain.
He's up to 10. Keep in mind, guys, by the way, on your turns, you can spend strain. In fact, you can spend 2 strain to take an additional maneuver.
Oh.
There's something. And one thing you can spend that on is if you're shooting, you can aim. So if you take 2 strain to like aim before you shoot,
It's a good reminder. I literally don't think. I think I've never
Never
done
done
that ever
Yeah.
playing this game.
let me actually clarify. You can always spend your maneuver to aim. You can take an additional maneuver on your turn
With
by
Strength.
spending 2 strain. So you could technically aim twice.
Okay.
Where like you focus, and then you really focus, then you shoot. That's possible. So if you that would add 2 boost die to your roll.
So literally, I'm going to do that every time.
Every
from
time.
now on
Sounds
forever. Okay, great.
Okay. Is there a Coca-Cola over
We get a screen wipe following the dust plume as you guys arrive at what do we got? Water, Diet
We
Coke,
got Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
there? I'll try a Dr. Pepper. Thank you.
I know.
I
Surprise
just
was
wanted
in
a
there.
little bit of caffeine.
Yeah, it was the last one.
As you guys arrive in front of you, your iPad, not iPad, space pad,
Yeah.
data pad,
Data
star pad starts
Sorry.
starts beeping
Space Max.
as you guys near in on the shard out there. Ooh, and the ground does look still shattered and broken, like cookie dough. If you had a big lump of cookie dough that you're getting ready to bake,
Maybe
You're
maybe
just
like
really-
a pie crust you were trying to make,
pie crust, well,
and it
then you
didn't come
punched
together,
your
and you
fist
took a
into
picture of it and
big-
put it on the internet.
badly
Aw.
cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
There we
Ground
go.
smooth in places, but with huge, deep, sheer cracks,
Oh yeah.
which run hundreds of feet into the air.
There lies the crater like a bad baker's Instagram picture of a pie. No filters are gonna help this one. I don't know. That's what he's thinking. Go ahead.
He's just fascinating thoughts.
And then I just roll my eyes and go, no one uses Instagram anymore.
On the horizon, a couple hundred miles away, is this ambient glow of a massive ocean of magma, like illuminating the night sky with this rosy red color.
Sort of always there.
Always there. You know, guys, when you're normally 700 miles away, it's a lot less visible.
Like a cherry pie in the night.
The terrain gets a little rocky here. Nothing you can't handle. And then ooh, you come to a stop as at the top of a steep slope leading down 60, 70 feet down this decline. You see this big crater with a giant Kyber shard sticking, like glowing in this meteor that's still cherry red and glowing. Cherry.
Ah, Bracken.
Cherry from the cherry pie. Okay, before we head down that hill, is there enough light that it could scan the horizon for?
Yeah. If you guys had some sweet gear, you could.
Well,
Macro binoculars, etc.
Yeah.
What
that
about
would be- that would
perception
be nice.
checks?
I will
about
take a
perception
perception
checks?
check, but I'm going to stick some setback dice onto that.
because
Okay.
it's
Are
dark.
Are we each
Yeah.
trying for it?
I'm going to take one perception check from whoever wants to make that roll.
Who's that the best?
My perception is 1 yellow and 2 green.
Mine
It's better than
is
mine.
1 green, 2 yellow.
Oh wow.
It would be you.
Yes.
You trained
Please
up your
roll that up
perception,
for
that's
us.
true.
Species. What am
The old Naxi perception.
Difficulty?
I? Oh, I'm sorry. It's that. This one.
Excellent. Okay, so you're rolling 2 yellow and a green against.
I'm guessing there's 1 for weather.
Yeah, we better throw in 1 for weather.
Trying to keep the game honest.
Give me 3 red and a purple. That's an extremely difficult roll. Do we have 3 red?
No.
Borrow this one too. So give me a back when you're done.
Okay.
That's gonna be.
That's a hell of a
yeah.
difficult roll. Oh, and then because of the darkness, because we don't have
okay.
macro binoculars, I need 2 black setback.
Okay, so
That's
1
weather.
more or 2 more?
2 more.
2 more.
Okay.
Holy cow, why am I even making you roll this?
I
This
don't
is
know.
unfair.
Because she's going to nail it.
I hope so.
Alright, Saki and jeans. Let's do this.
Oh no.
Hey, no despair. That's something.
Oh. Well.
You crushed it.
No. It's all
Oh,
right.
I
here.
missed, man. It's barely a failure.
It's
I mean, I think
failure
I
by
did-
default.
I think I did about as
But
well
with
as I
5 threat.
possibly could.
I'm impressed that you almost succeeded on that. That was a mean roll, essentially, but I
Yeah.
did not look
I
at.
should have done one of the things. Well, no, I wouldn't have used it. Not for that.
I didn't look at this creature's stats until right now.
Oh my gosh, there's
Wait.
a creature.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You were
Nope.
rolling for nothing.
Oh, we were rolling for checking the horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's obviously nothing out there. So you
Mm-hmm.
guys descend into the crater, or would you?
That's a very good question.
It's too steep to take the speeder down.
The
into.
speeder is parked at the top of the crater,
Yeah.
and Doc just has a premonition that there's a creature. for no good reason. Might be the
Metagaming
scrunk
the
talking.
heck out of it. That's just your excuse to not leave the scunch behind.
I don't want to leave. Is that what it's called?
What did I call it before?
I don't know. I keep changing what it's called. I keep calling it scrunk because it's like skunk, only with a
I
crunk.
think I said scunch.
Scunch? That's a good name too. It doesn't matter. I'm so drunk I say it wrong.
Yeah, I love you,
Scunch.
scrunk.
Come
So
here,
you're
you
staying
splunge.
behind in the speeder.
We're parked now, right?
Yeah, you kind of come to the top, and it's a steep enough. It's like almost a 45-degree slope that goes down. I think I said about 60 feet.
We got comms. Do we
You
have
got
comms?
you definitely got comms. It's just too steep to take it down reliably and get it out without just really straining that system.
Okay. Question.
Doc's gonna stay in the speeder and get drunk.
But
All right.
also,
There's
but I'm
definitely
not
nothing-
drinking anymore because I have a premonition that there's a creature. Question. The gun doesn't swivel. The gun's a fixed gun.
Well, it does swivel. I got 90-degree firing arc.
Okay.
So if it comes up right behind you, if there's anything, you've got it.
But if it comes from the side.
Turn on the car, rotate the car.
Okay. All right. I understand what I need to do.
Drink more.
Me and my scrunch. Gonna drink on some scrunch. And sit in this car and occasionally look around and listen for monster
So-
sounds.
Doc's got her one earpiece in, earbud, is
Yeah.
singing
This
into
is a real big hit song, you guys.
into the scunch bottle. You other guys, the three of you, the trio, looks down this crater at the meteor down there, glowing in the dark.
I'm just focused on this like meter. This is a huge like kyber shard. Let's just go.
Did you
Let's
see the way that
go.
I flipped the speeder and she was like falling off and I just kind of and I flipped it.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you do that a couple more times,
Totally did it.
you
You
might
were-
not seem so
You were pretty
boring.
brat.
And then and then he just jumps off of the out of the speeder and just dead face again.
Dead faced.
That's more like it. Now, what do we gotta get? How are we gonna get this thing out of the ground? You guys got some rope or some sort of machinery or some sort of doohickey?
Of
Sure,
course.
let's just use the what is it, the hook thingy on the front of the flasher. That's what I
Technical
call
genius,
it, the
this
flasher.
kid just knows all the terms.
Have you
Anyway.
named your craft?
No, there's no reason to.
I'll have to ask you again when you're piloting it.
The wrench crane on the flasher.
I
Do we
just
have a
realized
winch?
it's Stormtrooper 67. Strom.
Maybe his name is Strom.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's
Like
Strom
Strom
Thurmond.
Thurmond.
Yeah. The only
Maybe it's Strom Thurmond.
I hope so.
Strom Thurmond is watching our stream.
The only other Strom I can think of is Backstrom. You know, Backstrom. He's a dick because he's a private eye, but he's also kind of an asshole. Played by Rainn Wilson. And
You're just racking up so many.
had
So
about
many. It's
did about
been
3
you.
episodes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. But again, like you owe like the swear jar like 4
Yeah, like
credits.
you. It's been you.
Oh no, I swore.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Well, looks like we gotta flip these over to the left side.
Yeah,
That's how you should pedal.
Oh, that would be a
Should.
brilliant mechanic.
that'd be great.
Okay,
From
but I'm
here
going to
on.
enforce it for you guys.
Yeah.
So if anyone swears, you lose a light side or dark side point.
All right.
Okay, but except for ones that we've made up is cool.
Only real swears.
Skrunk.
Scrunk is fine.
That's the,
Kraken.
Skrunk is delicious and a swear word.
and also the name of our
It's
vehicle. I
not
think.
delicious.
Everyone in the scrunk.
Skunk.
Not
Is that
even
a, is that
slightly
a vehicle?
delicious.
So descending, the three of you descend down this rocky slope. I assume Zingro is coming as well.
Yeah. Well, I think he's gonna keep watch, like, at the crater mouth.
That's what I'm doing.
Hanging out
That's
in
what you're doing. Okay.
She's doing it.
I'm
like-
just drinking while I do.
All right. Well, I'll go down and just Doc, try and keep your vision straight. I don't want you sewing up any orifices instead of wounds like last time.
That
Anytime
was
you
funny.
adults want to help, just come right along.
Yeah, it's like we're
I'm
pulling
helping.
the chain.
I'm supervising.
Listen,
Really?
we're beyond the. We're,
Do that. Go get that thing.
The Republic's kind of new. It doesn't have any child labor laws yet. So get down there and start digging.
So the meteorite is cooling in the crater. As you guys get close, it's warm, not super hot because it took about 8 hours to get out here, but still pretty warm to the touch. Most of it is the chunk of stone, but the light inside, these kyber crystals, when exposed to high energy, like entering the atmosphere, glow, with this like intense glow. The colors are always a little bit different. It's all across the spectrum. This one's glowing with this pinkish red, yellowish kind of sunset hue that's radiating out, and it's dimming down as you guys get closer to it. And you guys have to start working away on it with your whatevers.
Oh,
The
are
bit.
we not just like putting the
Oh, you're
wrench
gonna-
around it and just pulling it out and putting the full thing in?
Yeah, you guys have,
I
does it have a
mean-
winch?
That's what I was thinking. We just pull it out of the ground and just take it with us.
You can always flip a point to write in something like this. If you're like, oh, the car has a winch, you can flip a point.
Yeah, I would
Didn't say
take a
before.
point flip on that if the car has a winch.
Yeah.
But it
That's how that
always had a winch.
Yeah. I thought we already established it had a
I don't see
winch.
winch written down on that sheet, so you better flip a light side point for me. Okay. As he
Okay.
gathers his dice.
So
Yeah, we're gonna winch it.
Okay, I'll flip a point for you then, shall I?
Yep.
Great.
Okay.
And I'm going to flip it back
I'm
immediately as screeching through the darkness as you guys.
Knew it!
Who's looping the?
I'm looping. Oh,
Well, no,
Wait,
you're using a
it's a-
winch. Now I can't use the gun on the car. Oh, well.
Lynched up,
Well,
baby.
Okay.
I mean,
it's fine.
there's you can cut the winch. There's things to do. Screeching through the darkness, hurrah! Come bearing down on
The
you.
monster!
Oh, I just need one. Fired.
what?
Nothing.
Fired?
Fired?
Success.
Yeah.
Wait,
With
did
two
you do
advantage.
the setback die for the weather?
For weather. For weather.
I'm just trying to keep the game honest.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping the game honest. Okay. I think it's BS. Stands for bologna sandwiches. For not to flip one dark side point at the beginning of the game and give you guys a setback forever. So I think
It does
I
seem
should have
rather,
to be should have to be
It's
one
going to be a timed thing.
dark side point for each scene,
Yeah.
Okay.
or runs out. So I could choose to spend some
It
other
would
one.
make sense, too, if you do, like, the all four and it decays.
Yeah.
It would decay at the same, like, one would decay at that rate, four would decay
I
at
think
the
that's
same
good.
rate.
So I think since I haven't spent any other dark side points, the
Wait,
weather
so it's going to
clears
stop
up.
affecting when it's you?
When it, yeah, it has to
Okay.
be at least one.
Okay.
David, I was
okay.
wondering, what other new rules would you like to make up when it
While
like,
we're
suddenly
going along.
And
change
change
your
yeah,
own
and
rules.
advantageous to you?
All right, I will continue to apply the weather effect for
You
the
know the
duration.
rule I made up? I think I'm going to change it now that would affect
Well,
me.
how about after?
When you say that, it sounds
his-
bad, but okay. So we will continue to
feel
apply
like-
the rule for the rest of the encounter.
I feel like the rule should now stop applying.
Yeah,
Just
I think
now.
it just
Just
that
now.
one, and I feel
Because
like
that
it's
evens
fair
it
from
out.
here on
And then the weather clears.
Okay, clears with the blood-curdling screech. It comes
So it's got one
cutting
success,
through the air towards
but
you.
no advantage.
Yeah, ooh, canceled out my advantage. So it is a hit. Claws out as the equivalent of a big raven on this planet, kind of a leathery winged lizard bird with like kind of deep iridescent blue feathers and black leathery skin underneath that. Comes screeching down on you. They're about the size of a seagull, I guess I would say. You take, was one success, 4 points of damage.
Who does?
I do.
Yeah, the lady on the.
I don't have a chance to like do
no.
like a.
Not
like
if you're
flippies.
winching that thing up. I don't think so.
Okay.
No, you get to subtract your soak from the damage you take,
Okay.
and your soak is how much?
4.
It's not actually that bad. Oh, it has a pierce of 1 because of its sharp claws,
Okay.
which means it ignores 1 point of your soak.
Okay.
So I think you take 1 point of damage from that.
Okay.
Total of 1 point of damage. Mark that out of your wounds.
Grazes you barely.
Yeah, barely grazes you and then swirls up into the sky, and then you can see there's another one that has joined it, and they're swirling around, like protectively screeching
Does the
at
gun
you.
point up that high? I know it swivels a little bit. Does it point up?
Yeah, it probably points up about that high as well.
Okay.
You kind of try and swing it around to aim it.
All right. That's what
Uh,
I'm doing.
That's great. So as you drunkenly grab it and swing it around to aim, that's
I'm
when,
better at this when I'm drunk.
Have I
Don't think as
finished?
much.
yeah, you finish winching it up.
Yeah.
That's when out of the darkness you hear the
Dang it!
up on the crater's edge.
Wait. Did somebody
stalking
add
towards
a
you.
bad guy?
No, this was just the thing you guys didn't notice earlier. Straight out of a
Oh, it's a
really
kitty
awesome
cat. Wants
poster
to be friendly with me.
from the 1980s. Scratching that poster with its claws.
Oh no.
The
An
Sand
80s.
Panther.
Sand panther.
Sand panther, which looks like a regular panther, but it's got spiky bits coming out of the shoulders.
Of course it does.
Oh, it
Man,
sounds
why wouldn't
fun.
it?
It also has a third eye in the middle of the forehead. Yeah, it's pretty.
Third eye.
Yeah.
Naturally.
And it eats human flesh. More than one scavenger has not come back from this. The rest of your crew is at, let's call it long range from you, at the bottom of this slope. It's going to take an athletics check to quickly run up here because it's this steep, gravelly slope all the way up. Otherwise, you're on your own against it. You're stuck fighting the dust crows. Let's roll vigilance to see who goes first.
Oh.
Thank you. Vigilance, everybody, please.
Oh, terrible. Terrible.
Triumph.
You go first. In fact, I'm going to give you a boost on your first roll because you are
It was a
motivated
triumph
by
and an
scunch.
advantage.
Triumph and
It was
advantage,
triumph.
but-
So if someone else
Triumph
rolls
is the
triumph,
one that
your advantages will
Yeah.
determine the tie.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Someone else rolls a try. You have to fight.
Success
That's
and
one.
advantage.
Excellent.
Oh, so close.
2 advantages.
One success. You, sir?
Let's see. I don't have a lot of vigilance for some reason. It's tied to willpower, which makes no sense.
So it does make very little sense.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you get? Sorry, I missed it.
One advantage, but no successes. So
Okay, well, my guys are bad at it as well. I get 1 success and 2 advantage. So who were the other 1 advantage people? Everybody, right?
No, I had 1 success and 2 advantage.
You
So did
tie.
I. Okay, so we tie. You go last, I think, right?
And then second last.
Second last. So you get to go first. So Talene,
Hey.
sizable dwarf. I like it. Thanks for the follow, sizable dwarf. Talene,
Yes.
you get to go first.
Doing it.
Let's automatically upgrade your first attack, so you get to turn 1 green to a yellow, or whatever your first skill check is, because of your wicked triumph.
Yeah. I accept it.
You get to go first. Then you guys down in the pit will have to wait for.
Because you were tied. You two were tied.
We were tied.
Yes, and I know your character's name.
Oh.
Oh.
Tyann.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tyann, then the Sand Panther, then you two.
I thought you were a raven. I'm fighting the Sand Panther.
You're fighting the Sand Panther, thank you, and the Dust Ravens. So we'll get to go too. Okay, ready to leave. Doc, what do you do?
I'm gonna wrench this gun around and shoot that Sand Panther.
It's coming from the opposite side of the car. Should have pointed that out. No, seen a gun before.
I'm gonna get into the front of the car, turn it on,
Okay,
spin it so that I can shoot at the Sand Panther.
gotcha. That's
Then
fine.
get back into the back of the car, get on my gun, and shoot this Sand Panther.
Love it. That sounds great. You guys down in the pit hear the speeder start up top. You do not hear the Panther. You just the lights go on. Engine starts up. The winch chain goes tight for a second as it's hooked to that meteor. This is going to be problematic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand. I understand that you made a
So
problem
the
for me.
Panther's about this close to you. I made it hard for you. You wanted to stay up in the car. Because you were keeping an eye out for monsters. You found one.
It is. I knew it. I had a sense.
It's doing that like stocky prey thing that cats do.
Here, kitty kitty,
Getting
is
ready.
what I'm saying. Can I shoot it now? Did I turn the car enough?
I don't know. I'm going
All
to need
right,
a
look.
piloting check in order to drag
Here's the thing.
Brandon Savage AF. I bet you are.
If you, okay, let me just ask it this way.
Yes, ma'am.
Is turning the car to shoot the Sand Panther going to like make this take more than my turn? Because if so, I'll just pull out my blaster and shoot the Sand Panther.
It could, depending on how good your pilot check is. It's going to be hard to maneuver this car while it's chained to a meteorite that's way down a hill.
I get into the front of the car, and I start it up and I go, this is stupid. Pull out my blaster and shoot at the Sand Panther.
I'll take that. So you're going to roll purple and a red
Purple and a
to
red.
hit this thing. It is an adversary, so it automatically upgrades its attack roll.
Okay.
Or your attack roll against it.
All right. Well,
Do you have
my
anything in xenology, by the way?
xenology?
Yeah, you
I
trained in that?
don't have any.
Yeah, forget about it. You don't know anything about this thing.
Nope. I'm just going to shoot it.
Okay,
Like
I'm
crazy.
going to spend a dark side point to make that 2 red that you're rolling against. Sir Freddy1, thanks for the follow. Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Welcome.
Here we goes.
It's a success.
Success
With an
with an advantage. Yep.
Success with an advantage. How much you do with that gun?
This is the blaster pistol, so damage is 6.
Great. Okay. Right off
It's
one of
got
the
some
bony
kinda crazy-
spurs and
Yeah.
the.
I just made it mad. It didn't hurt at all, did I?
Yeah, it's gonna pounce. I'm gonna
Well,
resolve
But
this
you
and
had
we'll
an
cut to you.
advantage. So
That's just one advantage.
What is your one advantage gonna be?
My one advantage is going to be that I sort of slide down into the wheel well of the speeder because I'm so drunk.
Give
And
me
it
that.
can pounce on me all at once, but it's really just going to hit upholstery.
Give me that the yellow one that's on its side too. Thank you. Ooh, I like that.
No.
Pounces on you, pounding you
Ooh,
into the back
me?
seat.
Or this is like I'm down in the wheel well. It's pouncing on the speeder. And I'm just like, hey, kitty, kitty. And I pet it.
With one advantage, it's still so it's managed to
Yeah.
get one claw down at you and
Yeah.
scratch you up. You're going to take 9 points of damage.
You son of a nerve herder.
You hear Doc scream.
No.
Great. You guys don't hear any screams. You just hear some distant growling.
No. This is what I'm going to be like, no. Bad kitty.
I also
like-
need a save
I wish I had a
versus.
water ball. I would squirt it in its little thumb face.
Well, that would help. You'd also be able to wash out your wounds, which begin to burn intensely as you remember. Sand panthers are, of course,
Poisonous.
venomous. They take after platypuses.
What's they take after their mother, the platypus.
But venomous spurs.
So how much was the damage?
10 points of damage,
10
minus your soak.
minus my soak is 3.
So you take 7.
So I'm at 5. on
Hey, you're
the
still alive.
wounds. Hey.
How do you get down to 5?
It's
I
the 10
just
points of
got
damage to her.
slashed. I haven't even gotten the poison yet. That's just the
that's
2?
minus
Oh.
the soak.
Yeah.
my soak is 3.
So give me a resilience check, 2 purple, in order to avoid having your blood light on fire. Feel that way anyway. So you guys do hear something's going on. The car's beginning to shake as it's
No
like,
kitty. Bad kitty. Hey, I have alcohol. Really strong
ooh, you do.
Oh, that's
alcohol.
right.
And it never leaves your hand.
No, it's with me at all times that I can pour on these wounds. Guys, here's a little medical advice to you. Always have basically 90 proof alcohol with you at all times.
Yeah, roll it up. Let's see how this poison goes. That's a great tip.
Wow.
It's a failure.
It's a failure.
No
Why
threat
is
though,
no one giving me rerolls?
because everybody's watching
with an
different
advantage.
shows. You take 5 points of strain as well as your body starts convulsing, the racking pain of the venom.
Does the convulsing slosh some alcohol out onto my wounds?
You had a
I
one.
had an advantage.
Yeah, you want to regain 1 strain from that, so it only does 4 points of strain, not 5 to you.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, you sloshes out, so you're convulsing. Your
My
scrunch is
alcohol!
soaking.
My scrunch!
So you guys start to see the lights from the car that were turned on,
There's
like
like the-
shaking around, and very Ghostbusters 1 kind of moment with like
Fair enough.
animals shouting in the distance. Back down to the pit. I believe it's your turn, Markia.
It is.
So these 2 dust ravens are scratching at your face. They circle back up. They're cawing and working on you as well as they can.
Okay, well I'm gonna do I've got my womp stick, which is another one of those awesome like doohickey pieces that I put together. I'm gonna do a whirling hit with just like flurry.
I love it, man. Give me a melee check. Just 1 purple for that.
Okay. And the weather's cool, so
There's fine.
Weather's fine.
Oh.
You crush it.
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
3 success, 1 advantage. How much damage does your wump stick do?
Well, it depends if it's dazing or stunning. So a 1 or 6.
Okay, roll it up.
Let's see. Oh, and it
Stuns it.
It stuns also. Oh, it does 5 damage. A critical is wait, was that a?
You wump it out of the sky. Wham! Hit it. There's a discharge. You can smell that static crackle of ozone. and then just drops to the ground with a
Eat my brack.
little sizzle.
Next time we have to negotiate, do that.
It's your guys' turns down here. What would you guys do? 60 feet up of gravel slope, something is going on.
For me. Get up there.
Still got it in you?
I super got it in me.
Okay, well, it's the two of you can decide who's going first.
It's neither here nor there.
Okay. I'm just going to wildly blast at the other circling.
Bird?
Wildly blast, or
Just
maybe
Raven?
aim?
So this is like, like that? Or
Do you want to?
is
Do you want to aim?
it-
Remember, we can use
Two purple.
a strain to aim to then.
2 strain.
2 strain to aim.
Done twice.
I would do the strain. I'm going to take the 2 strain, bring me down to 10.
Okay. That would actually give you 2 boost dice on this roll.
So I'm going to get 2 purple and then my light.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Ooh, and you said wildly, so we might as well flip a dark side point over.
I did the
Aiming?
aiming.
Well, it's circling pretty wide there in a widening gyre. So let's go ahead and flip over a dark side point. I'm going to turn one of those purple to a red.
You don't have to do that, you know.
I'd love to do it.
The weather's clear. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, we should start flipping over some of ours.
Did we say hey to Rad Daedalus yet?
No.
No.
Well,
Hi,
hello.
Rad
Hello.
Hi, Red.
Watch this. I probably shouldn't have said that.
You really?
But he crushed it.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Don't do that.
That went out of the way.
Great. 1, 2, 3 success against 1 advantage. 1 advantage. 2 success, 3 success, and an advantage.
Yep.
Deadeye, no problem. It's a blaster pistol?
Mm-hmm.
Bird just wings fold in. Poof.
Can it fall on top of the panther that's on top of the car?
Yes.
Nice.
Ouch!
Bam! Bird hits it.
So just do some
But did
damage.
you
I'll
make
do it. I'll give it a setback dice on its attack as it momentarily decides to eat the bird.
Cool.
Zimro.
So I want to scramble up to the car and turn on the car.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
Car's
go
on.
Car's on.
Car's on?
I turned it on and
It's
then
on
decided
its-
that it was winch, so I
There's
couldn't.
no way I can swivel the gun around to the.
There is. So it's tethered to this giant stone.
Yeah.
So you could just gun it, and whatever would happen to a car attached to a big rock would happen. Either the winch would break off, or you would yank the meteorite out of the hole, or it would damage the car. I don't know. We'll let a roll decide that.
Well, no, I was saying, like, could I scramble up to the gunnery turret?
Oh, yeah.
And blast the kitty.
No, because right now it's basically
Like
on the
kitty
hood of the
is
car,
in-
Okay.
scratching at this girl, guy, woman,
Thank you.
doctor.
Doctor.
Scratching at this doctor down in the footwell. My bad.
Okay.
I need
cool.
respect from my GM.
So I'm
Ow.
gonna scramble up.
So you can take, you'll have to take 2 maneuvers if you want to get up there on this turn, and if you did that, you'd take 2 strain.
Is there any way that I could do it with a coordination check?
Coordination check. I would take an athletics check because you're just charging up a rocky slope.
But I'm going to jump. You know the winch, the wire that leads up to the car.
Yes,
I'm
I do.
going to jump on top of the wire and run up the wire.
For 3 purple coordination check, I absolutely will let you try that.
No problem.
Oh, I like that. And flip over dark side point as well then.
What? Oh.
2 purple and a red, please.
Okay.
Oh, if
You
only
have to say, what a terrible problem. When you
Nia
mean no
can.
problem.
Thank you for the follow. Hi. If only the weather conditions were still bad, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? We got lots
we
of
can-
light side points.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
flip
Let's
one of
flip
those
one.
just for fun. See if we can get a triumph and a despair here.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We haven't had any yet, have we? Other than
Well,
an initiative roll.
that's good for.
Okay, so that's a typically complicated roll, so those cancel out. Then there's 2 advantages that cancel out that.
Right.
Then there's
A success, a success, a success.
so there's 3 success and 1 threat for me to run right up there.
That's no problem. 3 success, 1 threat.
Okay, so I kind of
There's
want
no
to.
threat.
Wait, what's the
No,
threat?
Oh.
there's 3 success and no threat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
3
Yeah.
success
Damn
and
it.
no threat. So I just.
Doesn't give me anything to play with. You with the grace of a ninja.
So I just like, and then just.
The little pitter patter of your
Little,
feet.
little tiny feet.
And so like I'm gonna run right up up the line, over the hood, right till it's like the
You see this
the kid-
panther's on the hood,
like yeah, just
claw marks scratching
scratching,
down.
and I just like run up to it and just put the blaster right on its head,
Oh God.
and I just say "bad kitty," and then
More kitty puns.
yeah.
I love it.
It's not even a pun.
Go ahead and make your attack
Yeah,
roll because you
okay.
crushed that athletic or that coordination check.
So yeah, can I get some sort of bonus? No, okay. I didn't have any advantage.
No advantage, so no
Okay,
bonus
no,
on
no,
this.
no.
But you got up there without taking any strain.
What is my difficulty for shooting point blank range?
1 purple.
1 purple. Okay, cool.
Ooh.
See what happens here. Okay,
Oh, wow.
great. So that is 1 success and 2 advantage.
Great. So it must have
Yeah.
seen you with its third eye because it didn't take that much damage from it. How much damage did you do?
That's a total of 7 damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Heavy blaster pistol?
No, it's a
Oh.
TT-24 holdout blaster. So it's very tiny and sleek.
And does it have packs a big punch? Well, it was 1 success.
Yes, 1 success.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's 6 damage plus 1, right?
That is a good gun, yes, sir.
So 7 damage.
That's awesome. Okay. Oh yeah, that goes off right in the car. You're glad to see him up there, silhouetted for a moment against the darkness by the muzzle flash of your gun.
Glad to see you.
Do you have a fedora?
No.
Okay.
They don't make them for Rhodians because of the ears.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's kind of like one of those things where like he looks at it wistfully and he's like, someday.
Feels the
Yeah,
the ears.
it's like yeah. Subtle
Does he have hair, or does he
institutional
just
racism.
have the little cilia?
He has like a little like black like
Top knot?
pathetic like little spoop of hair that's like right here.
Little pathetic.
But, which is
swoop.
like, but it's like extremely rakishly handsome if you're a Rhodian. It's like,
the
but it's
cat.
nauseating for most other people to look at.
The cat leaps off of the hood where it was batting at you into the back seat,
Oh,
tearing up the upholstery as it turns around on its claws, hisses at you, all 3 eyes
Yeah.
kind of dilating, I guess, and prepares to pounce at you, but you get a shot before it gets to go.
Do I? I'm mad at this cat. I'm like, you spilled my alcohol. What am I rolling against?
You're shooting with your gun?
Yeah,
My God.
I don't have any other options.
Gotta be.
I'm gonna shoot him with my mind bullets. No, with my gun. What?
Oh, Kyle, that's telekinesis.
That's telekinesis.
1
Kyle.
purple. Refragment, thanks for the follow. 1 purple for this one. And I only have 2 dark side points. 3.
You've got
Oh,
three.
good. I'm gonna spend 1.
Okay. We gotta start spending our points, y'all.
We need to get David to swear more, guys. That's what we need to do.
With a triumph, maybe? Would a triumph do it? Would a triumph make you swear? Could you swear about a triumph? Could you?
Oh.
Gosh darn it! No.
You can't on a triumph. You cannot re-roll a
Oh.
triumph for a despair. Yay
Gold
for
darn it.
all rules.
Gold darn it!
You
You
killed that animal.
Gold darn it! You
Whoa.
fragging mad fraggers. Okay.
Am I a mother of a nerf herder?
Yeah. And you're scruffy.
Well,
Yeah. Who you calling scruffy? Exactly.
scruffy is too far.
You hit
Also,
it.
like Leia's pretty classist right there. She's like, you
She's
nerf herder. That's like calling somebody like you farmer. She's like, whoa, okay, like
She's a princess.
I know exactly.
She also calls a Wookiee a walking carpet. That seems kind of over the
Oh,
line.
that's a good insult. I'm just gonna start calling everyone a
You
walking carpet. I'm writing that down.
It's kind of insensitive. They know they're hairy. You know, it's not
I
fun.
mean, I
I'm
always
gonna,
look
I mean,
like this.
I'm gonna start calling people that in life, but also in this game.
I
Oh.
use these to hear. These hairs.
So, you triumphed on this. You hit it.
Sweet, sweet triumph.
Your
Let me
gun
lick the
does
taste
quite-
of triumph out of the air.
So you're down in the wheel well. This
Oh,
thing
yeah.
pounces over you, turns around, gets ready to pounce on Zemo.
Yeah, no, but I climb up and I'm like, you spilled my scrunk.
And just gangland style, just
Oh yeah, yeah.
discharge
gun,
the entire clip into it, or what?
I turn my gun sideways,
Uh-huh.
like one does when one is drunk,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Tell
I
me
just
about it.
I fire this gun until there's
Nothing
no, like-
until it clicks.
do blasters click?
They do fuse up all the energy cells.
I don't want to use up all my
Okay.
energy cells.
You're gonna do it until it's dead,
Yeah,
and it's dead.
I'm gonna shoot it one time after it's dead, but with a like dramatic pause. I'm gonna drink something and then I'm gonna shoot it one more time.
Double tap. Yeah, it's a fine one.
Blow out the smoke after. She's like, sit down, the grown folks are talking.
Saint Pantherful's dead.
Is it in the car?
Yeah,
When
it's
it
still
falls dead?
halfway, and it's the bodily fluids are leaking onto the upholstery. It just
They're probably gonna ruin this upholstery.
you guys
It's just
get up out of the pit.
And-
Combat over.
Yeah. So we're wrenching up the.
You know,
we're wrenching up the crystal.
You turn on the
Sand
winch.
panther guts kind of make the skunk taste better. It's like a
I,
mixer.
I start. My
Hey.
people are hunters, so I'm starting to skin this thing.
Oh, 100%
Yeah.
while it's on the
Please
car.
don't
No, I
Do
put,
that
I pull it off of the
in
car
the-
onto the ground.
Who's
I've
gonna
got
clean
these.
that?
Not me.
Not me. I saved this speeder. It's time for me to
skinning
celebrate.
I'm skinning it because this is a good pelt. We can use this. We can use this.
I'm gonna
Son of a-
medicine myself too, because I got like raked with claws and I'm probably bleeding.
And by medicine
Yeah.
yourself, you mean drink more skunk?
I'm gonna drink
More
some skunk,
scunch.
and like I'm gonna drink some skunk, and then I'm gonna medicine. I'm gonna be like, I should stitch that.
There we go. Now it doesn't hurt.
I'm gonna try to do some of the poison sac of the sand panther. I want some of that.
Ooh,
in a
that's
vial.
good poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, so that it's hard to extract those poison ducts
My people are hunters.
without squeezing poison everywhere. I'll take a xenology check.
Alright.
I would take a medicine check, or I think those are the two checks I would take.
It has to be an intelligence thing.
What about survival?
Oh, survival 100%.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an intelligence.
No, not necessarily. Survival, I think, is cunning.
Yeah.
That's cunning.
I've got. I'm sorry. What was the other thing? You said survival or
Medicine, or xenology.
Medicine.
Xenology is under the.
Okay. Well, survival and medicine are the same.
If anyone has any knowledge in it, you could assist poor.
I've
not
got
poor.
3 green.
Not too bad. It's going to
Yeah,
be 2 purple to extract this
Unless
poison.
this thing has criminal contacts, I don't know crap about it.
Are you going to go make that roll, or are you going to leave that
Does
poison
anybody
alone?
have anything better than that?
I
We
don't
could
know.
use
Right.
that.
I want to say
yeah.
flip over one of those light side to
Yeah.
And then
hopefully
turn
get
it
a
into
triumph.
Yeah.
2 green and a yellow.
Yeah.
2 green
And we'll
and a
flip it
yellow.
right back over because I'm going to make that a red and a purple against your 2 green
Despair.
and
I think it's. Oh!
a yellow. Yep.
Okay, so I've lost count. What am I? I flipped it over to
So you
turn.
pick up a yellow.
Okay.
And
I
then
flipped
you
it
flip
over
back
to
to
turn
get
one
pick
of
up a-
those.
So
into
2 green and a yellow against
yellow.
a purple and a red. Ooh, come on. I haven't had to despair yet. Baby.
It's a failure.
Because
It's a failure with 3 advantage.
because there's 2 successes, that doesn't take one of those out.
No, this is the failure. These cancel out. And
I'm
if
Okay,
you
so
have
I've
nothing,
got
it's a
4
failure.
advantage. What cancels that out
This
again?
cancels out advantage. This is a threat.
So I've got 3 advantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my reroll on it because I got a good feeling that
Oh my
I'm going
goodness.
to.
Okay,
Get
so what did I? It
So
was
you
2
reroll.
of these.
No, you don't get any of it now. You're rerolling it all.
I know.
Reroll.
I'm trying to remember what I rolled so I
2
can
green
pick it
and
back up
2
again.
green and a yellow.
Okay,
Versus
2 green and a yellow.
Versus a red and a purple.
Okay.
100%. Did you just eat one of these coins?
I did.
Wow.
This man's crazy.
Okay. Get that poison.
Oh.
Yeah!
He did have a feeling about that,
I
didn't he?
felt
Yeah.
it. I
What
predicted
a-
the disparable. I had
Okay.
it was a failure. It was
So-
good for me.
Did you just call yourself a disparled, as in
So
like
the
a despair
threat
herald?
cancels out the advantage.
I'm a
This is a
disparald.
failure.
I
So
think
this
I may
cancels
have,
out
and I'm
the
gonna-
success.
The success. So I
Leaves
have,
an
I have
advantage.
a
Note of that.
despair
It's a
and
good
1
name
advantage.
for
The
an
despair
NPC.
also counts as a failure.
Disparald.
Okay, so
So
I don't
you're
have an advantage at all.
Vasu.
You have an advantage.
The
Advantage
Okay,
despair.
so
are
no,
not-
I know it
Yeah.
failed, but I mean like I have an advantage.
No, but it's just that it counts as.
You have
It counts as a. I know.
advantage is good to have.
Exactly.
You have a failure and then a despair, which also counts as a failure, and lets me do something really terrible to you guys. So it's 100%. You reach in for that poison duct. You start pulling it out. That tendon's still attached.
Okay.
You like slice it with your, I don't know, skinning dagger. Is it a dagger?
Sure.
Fiber knife.
Vibro knife.
Okay.
Kind of, and then slips out of your hand.
I'm nowhere near. Don't even look at me. I'm nowhere near this. I'm nowhere near this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it hits the ground. And there's a little splurt just as you're
I'm
looking
still not
away.
near it. Why do you keep looking at me? I'm nowhere near this. Look at her. She got no. Don't look at me.
Just wanted to land in the scunch so bad.
No.
I want the poison to just fall into the bottle
No,
of scunch and no one knows.
Hey, That would hurt me. I did not roll this.
I have been beating up on you non-stop this entire
You
session.
should go to the bottle and be like, you know what? It's like, I know you're young, but it's like, you've really earned your keep today. Why don't you try some of the big
No.
punches?
You're going to ruin my skunk.
It was a failure. The poison gland pops out of your hand, lands on the ground with a split.
No.
That's it. Just on the ground, all the poison runs into the water.
I wanted
That's
the
it? What's the
poison.
despair?
Oh, and the despair is it ruined the.
That was
Panther,
the failure.
So you don't have to.
Yeah, there's a spare. The bad weather conditions are back. Okay, let's go.
The despair is now that the meteorite finishes getting winched up to the car.
Oh, no.
No. Don't
And then-
despair the...
Down below, now in that crater, there's this hole in the ground where it hit the crust, and the ground is starting to crumble away. And you can see it must have punctured partway through the crust. It starts breaking away, and then the pit starts to open up wider and wider, this hole. And then the screaming worm head
Oh my gosh.
comes bursting out with a... It's a works. I'm sorry, a Rix.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It's a carnivorous carnivorous fanged worm the size of a school bus.
Was this supposed to come?
Uh-uh.
Nope, this is a special despair worm.
Yeah, you didn't
Like
want to
a
get poison
tequila
in your
worm,
drink.
only sucky.
Yeah. You don't want to get poison in your drink. Now I'm going to kill you with a giant worm.
These things are capable of repulsing heavy arms fire. With their segmented armor worm hide. Fortunately, the meteorite is pulled up to the car at this point.
If your
Run
kids
away!
are,
Let's grab it and go.
if your kids are done playing with a dead cat, can we please get the heck out of here?
Yeah, let's grab it and
I
go.
think we should go.
Grab it and go.
I'm already in the car safely with my skunk. My skunk has its own seatbelt.
Starts
Drive,
Grab it and go.
drive.
Toss
grab
the
the-
body
grab
of
the
the sand
meteorite.
panther at the worm to placate it.
That's a great suggestion. Let's find out. Yeah, absolutely. I will definitely take that check. That's fine. Give me a piloting check to peel on out of here. You have to leave the body behind, but you managed to get the skin off.
Okay.
You've got that. Just the poison gland didn't work out.
Damn. I wanted to kill that depot guy.
Oh,
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yowza.
Whoa.
she is angsty, Batman type. I like it. I'm gonna
That's
be a pilot.
Punisher.
Punisher type.
Yeah.
Well, obviously
Punisher
it's not
or-
going to happen now.
Or like a Deadpool.
I
Yeah.
need a piloting check. This is to get away with big meteorite on the back, so take 2 setback die for the weight.
You want to flip
2
one
purple's
of the
fine.
thingies?
Sit back there.
2 setback die.
setback.
Yes, please.
And-
And that's it.
2 purple, 2 setback die, or
Yeah, I better spend a dark side point to see if we get a despair as this thing comes.
Do you want to spend any of ours?
yeah.
Take a boost as he kicks the panther's body.
Yeah, I just kick
Yeah,
it
I'm-
out.
It's already actually
Order up, I say.
I'm
Are you
going
gonna
to
flip?
flip one of these,
perfect.
and I get a yellow, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Uh,
Well,
he said take a boost also.
Okay.
I say a lot of things.
He said
Yes.
a lot.
So
Because
you,
of the
you
panther.
One of
turn
them
the green
was,
into
"It's a
a
trap."
Yes.
That's poise fix. The Rix comes like worming its way up with a
Oh, nice. I like that. That
Ooh,
happened.
you got lucky, buddy.
Okay, I'm
Is
gonna
it a
take the
failure?
blankies.
You've only
I'm gonna
only
take
got
the blankies.
I like
this
that
out.
DM
Take the
character you
blankies
did
out.
right there.
Which one?
Oh, you got
This is
lucky.
You got
success.
2 success.
And
1, 2,
was-
3,
that
6,
wasn't even a
5,
character.
6
Advantage.
advantage. 2 success, 6 advantage.
Yeah.
Comes like lunging out, swallows the sand panther's body with one
Chokes
big
on
bite.
it.
Is that what happens? Is it
I don't
choke
know.
on it?
It's his advantage. He can do
Yes,
with it.
yes.
Choke on the panther?
I bet
the
it's got
worm?
poison glands. Have
Oh
it
yeah,
choke
she
on
didn't
it.
get those poison glands out at all.
That was not even the poison gland. That was the spleen or something like that. Great. That's perfect. So you come peeling out. The worm's like. Just
It does.
dies at the
It does real quick. It's like it doesn't get air for like 2 seconds and then it dies.
Should we go back to the worm?
Yeah, you're like peeling out and it's just dead.
And as always, he yells tons and tons of profanity and flips it off as he's driving.
Is it worth anything?
I don't care.
Depends on how good your marketing skills are. I mean, if you could drum up an audience for a worm corpse, maybe.
Let's just get out of here. We got what we came for.
Screen wipe 2. Return to Gano Hill. No problem.
Yay.
I
It's-
can buy more scrunk.
It's dawn by this point. The sun is coming up on the horizon. It has been an all-night
I'm tired.
adventure. You mark off
Wait, have I been
8
napping?
points of fuel. You've been napping. You're probably the least tired.
I
You're
feel
just
great.
you're drunk. Is what
Did
you are.
my additive that I have earlier help at all with fuel consumption?
I don't think with the fuel consumption. I think it made it a
Okay.
nice, easy ride. Your fuel's down to 2, I think, in your tank at this point. But as you guys come pulling in,
Oh, so
Don't forget the HoloNet code.
should I pull that because we have it? Like that's the
yeah, grab that one.
Yeah.
Well, these other 2 got pulled as well. You can see everyone else
Okay.
has been back for hours.
Okay.
The last one's out. The chubby Bothan is wheeling and dealing from his little stand as usual with somebody,
This?
with a little, with a family actually, with a family of Twi'lek.
A family with
Yeah,
like kids.
just someone
and-
from town. Yeah, just
Oh.
like a worn-looking mother and like a slightly older son and a little
Where are
This is
they?
my stepson. I love him very much.
at the depot.
That's my character. That's what I do.
Hey, don't forget, we should probably.
Don't worry. She'll have a good life here. Oh, you're back. Hello.
He says, turning his attention to you guys.
Yeah.
Don't more dust? More kyber dust?
No, actually, we've got the big time, but
Sure,
I'm gonna let someone who's better at talking than me.
Sure.
Who's good at talking?
I don't think any of us are, right?
Oh, you gotta be
I think you're as good as anybody in this group.
Yeah,
You might be the best. You have reasonable cunning.
My charm is
Yeah.
2 green.
Uh-oh.
I have quite a bit of deception, however. I'm going to use that. I'm going to give him a fake HoloNet code.
I'll never find out about this.
All right.
What? No, Zimro. God, don't want to die on one of these godforsaken little trips already, vape brains?
Well, these guys keep trying to get me killed, but I just keep having to save their bacon every time. I don't know.
I have to start giving you death sticks for free.
Yeah, yeah, be still my beating heart.
Wait, does this guy sell Bacta? Because I'm like slashed up and stuff. Real
No, I
hard.
don't have back. I got next best thing though. It's natural aloe extract. Soothes the skin.
I got it scrunk.
That's all we can get.
We haven't had back to worms in hundreds of years.
Yes. The carnivorous ricks. The only thing that can excrete back.
But unfortunately, it goes bad within hours.
Oh no.
We'll never have it.
Pinko
Mega.
Mega. Yeah. Thank you for follow.
All right. Let's see what those shards you brought again. Whoa, wee! Whoa, that's the biggest kyber. Whoa, never seen such a kyber shard so big.
Put that in the tray so people can.
Oh,
Whoa, the purity. The purity of that. It's incredible.
yeah. Give them the code so we can get free. We can get full value.
Listen, and just because we're
Oh, wait, I almost paid you. Go on.
Yeah, no.
and just because we're friends, I just wanted to toss in that little
Friend.
Of course, when we're talking about a transaction as big as the one we're about to make.
We're good friends, yes?
Yeah. I was
You
going
and
to
me
throw in
and
a little
Lord Fricks.
HoloNet code for you. So,
Ooh, the bouncy jubblies.
it might be a little bit squiggly, but let me tell you, that's how you know you got the good stuff. You just have to squint real hard. All right?
All right.
So when you see the signal and it looks a little weird, just squint real hard and you'll see all the jubblies you could want.
Well, certainly. Okay, let's see here. Time to count up all your money.
Give me the deception check
Okay.
there.
What's the difficulty on that?
Yes, that's a
He is
good question.
dazzled by the kyber crystal.
Oh, he is dazzled by the kyber crystal.
It's the most pure crystal he's ever seen.
That he just did say that. So go ahead and take 2 boost.
Yeah!
You guys play me pretty good there. There we
Flip
go.
this over.
And
Yes.
oppose that by
Yeah.
Oh no.
2 red and a purple.
Oh.
Let's.
Mother.
Should
That's what I
I'm
should have said in my
sorry, I'm
reroll.
sorry. I'm
we
sorry
should
in
we flip
advance.
anything
Other
else?
than choking a Rix to death.
Yeah!
No rerolls
No.
necessary, other than the one Garav gave me.
All right,
Yes,
let's
let
see
me
what
just
else
start counting
cancels
out how much I owe you. One. Two. Oh, hang on. Let's check this into just before I finish giving you all the money.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Like, listen, there's kids present. They don't want to see what you do when you watch
That's
that.
not working.
You got 4 advantage though,
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
And a failure.
and a failure. This
Yeah.
And a
this is
despair?
canceled out. So
Yeah.
it's
There's a failure and a
and a
despair. Okay.
okay.
I like it. Gosh, he hates you now. What is this? Wow, God. Another despair. Well, I was going to pay you I was going to pay you 20 precious shards. 20 shards. In exchange for that kyber crystal. But you tried to screw me.
It's true. I've learned my lesson. I'll never roleplay again.
Not in this game, brother. Yeah, I don't know how to interpret that. What would this despair be? So you failed, so you get your 20.
See, because if he offers less, then why would we might
Well,
not
we
even
would-
take the deal. We would
yeah.
just walk away.
There's no one
Wouldn't-
else you can trade with in this town. Doctor.
I would say, like, as a result,
We would walk away and get somebody that he doesn't know is associated with us to sell him our
say you won't. Don't cut
Or
me in.
we promise him something else.
That's right. I will give you. You don't get your share. So instead of 20. See, I feel like the bad penalizing you for that awesome roleplay, though. So I
What?
want
I'm
this-
just joking.
No, it wasn't.
No, my fake money. No.
Or
Okay.
like
I just don't want. I don't want the other players to be punished. Is what I'm trying to
I
say.
hear you. Okay,
I
but-
know where a good code is.
Not 20 credits.
what if he
15 credits. Wait, that's not quite a third.
Or he's just like, oh, we just got special Rhodian fedora and
What?
I guess I just like to burn things sometimes. I don't know
What's
why.
going on? No, this is fine. Go ahead. You each get a share. He doesn't get anything. 13. That's all you get.
That's the way it goes, kids. That's fine. Take it all. I don't need it anyway.
okay.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no good deed. All right, fair. Yeah.
In
What are
addition-
friends for?
In addition, Alberto.
Listen,
So that's the failure. Alberto, the Abadendo,
Three,
over on this
four,
side, who's just like was just walking up, like bringing you guys like a tray of steaming hot flarf.
Marv, I almost like that as much as I like scrunk.
Yeah, it's also the lichen, but they bake it instead of making it. You hear
this
this platter
is-
hit the drop to the ground with a dong, 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 dong. I heard all of that. The HoloNet codes? That's why you were looking around before you left. You're trying to steal from me. Me! The one nice guy in town. And that's why I'm missing that bottle of cleaning supplies too, right? Do you know how much he charged me for that, Falion? Ah! Oh, I thought I could trust you!
Listen,
Get me off of this crazy planet! I thought I could trust you. I thought there was one good group of people in this town, and you are using me for my hollow. Of course. Of course. Using
Listen,
me
it was
for my-
all my idea. Don't blame these good people for this.
Zimro!
Yeah, it
We
was
have
me.
4 advantage.
I'm just trying to keep the game
Zimro!
honest.
I thought I'd known you for decades. Now, I thought you cared about this town and the people in this town, but I see you only care about them as far as it furthers your own career. You're no better than that scum up in the tower or this fat, boring ass
I guess you're right, pal. I'm just the scum of the earth. But these folks, they don't deserve that kind of treatment. Why don't you give them some fluff and give a nice steaming pile of fluff and
The fluff I dropped on the ground.
I'll still eat it.
she'll still eat it.
I mean, in real life, I probably would too. So
Listen, it's a 5-minute rule.
No, I know who'll still eat it. You'll still eat it, Zimro.
Whoa.
Get down on your hands and knees and eat my fluff. Eat it off the ground, my fluff.
Oh my God, do it.
Huh?
Do it.
If your oath means anything to me,
Do
To
it.
you?
Oh,
This is coming back. This is the obligation from the beginning.
this is
You
real
will
cinematic.
eat. You will eat the fluff off the ground.
And like the people in the are beginning to gather around. Everyone's, what's going on?
Oh, this is so embarrassing.
Bailey
I
in
hope
the
he does
fat-
it.
And I just thinking in my head, it's like when in my mind I can just a pile of stinking dirty flock is all I deserve for
That's all you amount to in this
the
world.
transactions, the transgressions that I've done in my life. It's like I guess that's what these. I'm not the people that these people. I'm just going.
Yeah.
He does that all the
I'm
time.
not the. I guess I'm the hero these people deserve.
You suck up this flarf with your little nozzle. You suck it up. Like you suck up my scunch, I never serve you again. That's good. Suck up this. Get over here, fungi. Fungi. Bite him in the butt, fungi.
And Alberto starts crying as you suck up the flarf, and he drops to his knees. No, what have I become? Thanks for the follow, Sniper 187X.
Ah, my only friend.
Sometimes to be a hero, you gotta jump in front of a moving train. Sometimes you gotta save your best friend from a sand panther, and sometimes you gotta eat
Wait,
shit.
are you saying that we're best friends?
Flip one.
You can't hear this. This is me just
Oh.
going.
Yeah, that's just
Well, I'm going.
Okay, so what's really
Yeah, and
happening
just-
is
I
And
heard
not-
each. I think you swore.
Oh no!
Yes.
Dang it!
Thank you. That's all.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
fair enough.
And not to make you
It
feel
was
any
great, it was worth
worse or anything, but he gave him a fake one because you were like his real good friend.
So he's on his knees crying next to you as you're sucking up the flarf, going,
What? It was a fake one? What?
Yeah.
I would have never stolen from you, pal, except for cleaning supplies, just to hopefully keep the doctor off the sauce long enough to heal me.
delicious.
And it
cleaning
cleaned some
supplies.
panther blood off the car.
Unfortunately,
your 4 advantage turns him around.
You did all this for your friends! For me!
I feel like we
Come.
should all celebrate this with a whole bunch of skunk that I drink.
A trough of flarf and scrunch for all! Come back to the severed limb. Come
Yeah.
back, my friends. No. My family.
I gotta yak up about 4 pounds of flarf here, buddy. So
Listen.
You
let's
yak
cut
up-
to the chase.
You yak up all the flarf you want.
As you,
Like a faucet.
I video it with my data pod because I'm gonna sell this later.
That goes on the HoloNet.
put that on the.
Failure on or whatever. It's just like
Yep.
Like radiant fail. Flarf.
Phalian.
Failure.
Yeah, the Phalian alien.
Meanwhile, some Imperial spy like
I
Beauregard is like, then it's like, what?
Very good, sir. We found him at last.
Is it,
Giant projected screen of you. Doing a boomerang of you.
I recognize him from his tiny poof of hair.
You guys, come back to the, back to the little hut there. Or not the little hut, the big distillery in town. You guys have your flarf. You have your scunch. It's another day. You have a fat stack of credits.
Well, we do.
So you have a total of, you passed them out. Wonderful. Great.
Yeah.
So remember those are
these were. Oh, I'm sorry.
those are fuel. It's also
These were the original 5. Should we just divvy those or?
as
these are the
you
5.
as you like. I will actually have to have you guys mark them down on your sheet. So each of those are currently worth 100 credits, no longer 200. These are things you can buy. You don't have to look at those right now,
Okay.
but this is what he currently has available. And remember, it's also your fuel. As you guys are,
Just the truck.
ooh, the truck is like probably 7,000 credits.
So now we wait.
I mean, I guess you could get it used. You guys kick back.
Get it used? Like, Is there
More
a
used.
new car dealership on this planet we hadn't
No,
seen
it's
before?
not. Well,
We've
used
got a
is
brand new model.
new
It's
is
like this is the only business in town. Like that's what the castle is. We go inside and it's just brand new vehicles.
showroom floor. No, the new cars are the beat up old cars that other people have gotten rid of, and the old cars are like all wheels off, no engine in it, like windshield
For
smashed in.
passes for new on Jetta.
You guys have, there's an unusual visitor during the, as you guys are stuffed full of flarf and buzzing on scunch. Phalion actually integrates himself into your little table, the fat Bothan.
So, hey, buddies, was another good day. That was impressive Kyber shard.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't get full price for it.
Hey, too bad you tried to screw me, but I'm not here. Not here for that right now. There's water under the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Non-existent water on a planet without bridges. No, I'm here to offer you a deal. This comes from Lord Freaks.
Oh, good.
He's been watching you.
Yeah,
He thinks
yes.
you are very
Good looking.
good looking.
I've heard this before.
He didn't use those exact words.
I've-
No, he has a small problem with the golden eye. Yes, you know these ones. Yeah. They've been getting a little too problematic. So here's the deal. Double what you were paid. Double what you were paid.
Do you
If-
mean in the past or in ongoing?
Double what we were currently paid. And we'll talk about regular stipend. No more running out there after these crystals, yeah? Because he needs some reliable muscle here in town. And that could be you. If you work for Freaks, you take orders from me, I point out who is causing problems. We help each other out. What do you think?
We would be like police.
Yes, exactly. But no judicial oversight.
What do we know about Fricks? Is Fricks a good person? Like, does he or she have a good reputation? Like,
Fricks is almost never seen. Fricks is a recluse. He
And-
is a human.
okay, so we know that much, and
You
like
probably haven't seen him outside of the temple fortress in 4 or 5 years.
in terms of like, yeah, but like, what are the? Well, I'll just ask. So, what are these golden eyes doing that they deserve to get roughed up?
Because they're golden eyes. Bleh.
They've been keeping some of these Kyber shards, not passing them on to the Lord of the Manor, you know what I mean? They've been skimming off the top. Lord Fricks, he thinks maybe they've got an idea. They start up their own side operation, hoarding credits, honing in on the territory, try to edge him out. Lord Fricks is not interested in this. Lord Fricks wants to be only game in town, you understand?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes.
Those guys suck.
They suck. They're so bad.
They suck so bad.
And they're addicts.
Is it,
On the
what-
druggies.
So
What
they
are
need
they-
help.
What are they addicted to? I cannot stand for people succumbing to addiction. That's a personal weakness, is what that is.
You know, oh, you don't know Arcana? Oh, they're addicted to the bad stuff.
Oh, the bad stuff. Which corner did you say they were getting it from? Where's this bad stuff
He
coming
reaches,
from?
you probably wouldn't have it here. Salt.
Salt.
Yes.
Those guys.
Arcanas lose their minds. They're salt addicts. These ones are bad.
Wait,
They get
is
delusional.
salt like the cool code name for a drug, or is it
Yes,
really just
yes.
salt?
NaCl.
It's actually just table salt, and their bodies just react like that to that.
Well, yeah, but when they drink scotch, they don't feel anything. I mean, come
Well,
on, let's
this
not
is-
get. Let's
I
not
got
get.
excited over nothing.
Let's
is
not
what's
get on
happening.
whose biochemistry is better than the other biochemistries. But the issue is, they are scum. They're a problem in the town.
Yeah, we
and
need
I
to
have
take 'em out.
credits. We pay you really good. This is the start. Yes, it's all you have to do is you work for Lord Fricks. So you had other questions?
What do you think, pal?
I really don't think we should be doing this.
I
We are not enforcers. We're miners. This is what we do. We,
Miners is a real loose term.
Well,
Do
technically
mind
you
if
two are minors, but we're
I'm
adults.
almost an adult.
What are you on this planet for? Don't tell me you want to spend the rest of your life on Jeddah. No one wants to spend the rest of his life on Jeddah. I
No one does.
don't want to spend the rest of my life on
No
Jeddah.
one should.
Can I make you a counter proposal?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you guys will feel more comfortable with this. If these golden eyes are a problem, we'll take them out. We'll work for your Lord, what's his face?
Yeah, you've only lived here for 30 years. It's
Yeah,
Fricks.
I know. Fricks, right. Lord Fricks. But at our discretion, if something smells funny, I'm out. And I think we'd all want out. If something.
And we do it for the 20 tokens. No, wait, you said double.
20, fine, yeah,
40.
20.
No, 40.
Yeah,
40.
Is G-Man giving us some privacy by
She speaks for everyone.
going
We get
away?
the 40 tokens.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, smells funny. Yeah, but what smells funny is what Lord Fricks thinks smells funny. He's not interested in. You'll be working for him. Now you screw Lord
I need some
Fricks.
privacy. Go away.
I'll
Go
give
away.
you a moment to decide. You know where the depot is. I'll be there. But don't
Watch
keep me
him until he's
waiting.
gone.
He
He's
know,
very
sachets
attractive
his way away.
Oh, he's sad.
If the Golden Eyes had found a way to sell crystals like outside of the Fricks thing without his cut, then I would like to know about this thing.
I don't
Also
like
myself.
them, though.
So as to go around him and probably make more money.
that's an interesting point. Perhaps whoever they're selling to has actually got a more upstanding kind of person than the fellow we got in charge.
You don't
These things
understand. These
happen.
are bad guys. I hate these guys. I
Well,
mean,
we could be if maybe they're getting money. They get money from good people. We can knock out those
I
bad
don't
guys and
want to
become
help
good guys.
them.
This is not helping them. This is helping us by finding out what they know
Well, then
and
how about,
using it for ourselves.
how about we stop them and like crush them with our fists, and we get information from them where they're selling it from, and then we get paid by
I'll tell you
them.
what. I'll tell you what.
And
We'll find out some stuff, and you can punch some people. And we'll see. We'll take it from there. We'll improvise.
It sounds good to me. I'm behind this plan 100%. Let's go find him, punch him, find out what they know, and we can always make an informed decision later.
They're really addicted to salt, and we can get some salt and then give it to them,
That's
and
true.
that will make them tell us stuff when they're all messed up.
That
on
sounds
salt.
great.
well,
On
the
table
doctor
salt.
would know.
Yeah, I've basically helped everybody in this town at one point or another with stuff.
You guys hear there's a door slams down below, wooden door, interior to like the back of the bar. You hear like a crying young child.
Oh,
Just someone
brothers,
seems
probably
distraught.
for me. More stitches.
You just briefly, I think you watched Phalian go.
Mm-hmm.
So you see just the two head tails of a Twi'lek disappear behind a door that Alberto closes. Then he turns his eyes up towards you, especially sees your long face. He comes up to like join you guys.
Oh, the long faces. No hard feelings, family, brother.
I'm fine.
That consistency, that is good flarf. that was a fine flarf.
Yeah. Sorry. Ugh.
What are the long faces? Is this about me still?
No, we're good.
Yes.
We're square.
Fixed the hollow table downstairs, and I still wanted to do that.
Anytime you go down, you take a look at that. Spalian was in here. He was giving more trouble.
Can you just tell them how bad the golden eyes are? Like, everybody knows they're bad. They're horrible.
Not so bad, really. I mean, they pay up. They're good customers. They got problem with salt, but I don't tell people when to stop.
That's what I like about you.
That's what
No
keeps the credits
judgment.
flowing.
So,
If he offered you a job with Lord Fricks,
He says, getting deadly serious.
careful, he's a weird one, right? He's weird up there.
define weird.
Well, one time, he let me into the castle. It was before even you were here. Have you ever seen a skinny hut?
Can't say that I have.
One of those slugs.
Yeah, That's right. Like, he was talking with this gaunt, skinny hut. It's like bones were showing almost. And I had these weird half-lidded eyes. It was like they were buddies. It was weird. That's all I saw. I'd never seen a skinny hut before. There's one in that.
Is it possible he's in league with the huts?
I'd say almost definitely.
All right, well, that's some dirty credits right there.
It's for sure in league with the huts.
Myconism.
The mechanism.
Thank you, Myconism.
He's for sure in league with the huts. And here's something I know about the huts, okay? He can't dip a toe. You dabble a toe, it sucks you down. Everyone thinks, I'll stick my toe in, I'll take my toe out later. It's not going to affect me. You never get out. You're always in it.
What about the Golden Eyes? You know anything about their employers?
They got employers? Not that I know about, no.
Seems like there's a little bit of competition that's come to town, and if it's them versus the huts, I think we should figure out who them is.
That's what I said. Was
I'm
find out-
strictly a slinger scunch.
Scunch
I'm a
is
proprietor. I stay out of it. You're my family. I look over you. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. But I'm telling you, I got one rule. I stay uninvolved. So you keep that away from me.
Either way, I
He
think
leaves
the,
another bottle of scunch and like leaves and
You
goes
are
back
a
into that.
good creature. I'll just take this.
I'll put it on the tab.
You're too young.
Either way, I think those Golden Eyes are going to get some of the old Naxi right in the face.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
No matter what, we gotta do that.
I think that's a good spot to end on this session then. So you guys have made up your minds to go after to take up Phalion on his offer?
No, no,
Well-
no, no,
No,
no,
well,
no, no,
I
no, no.
mean-
We're gonna investigate first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're not
We're
going
gonna
to tell him you're
investigate on
interested.
our own.
Yeah.
Find out what's going on.
Where are the drugs gone?
Like, that's basically what we're going to do.
Be scared of me.
I like Batman as a 14-year-old girl. I'm pretty into it. Okay, just so I'm clear. So you're going to not give a response to Phalion. Check on the Golden Eyes by yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what's going on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then make up your mind at that point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Could be tricky.
That's how we
You're,
like
you're
it.
playing both sides against the
That's-
middle almost at that point.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
the way we play.
Exciting. Who knows what'll happen next week when we meet again? The case of the Golden-Eyed Arcona.
Golden Eye.
Awesome. Okay, so we leave it there as our guy disappears down below. He goes back into the back of the bar. You guys all look at each other, clink your glasses of scunch,
I don't drink from a glass. I drink from a bottle.
bottle, some glasses.
Clink.
You drink it all, Dem?
No, he puts it down and pushes it away.
Okay.
I do this.
Wait a minute. You're 14 years old.
Hey,
This
right.
isn't.
What-
You got to punch some people
14
later.
and a half.
yeah, you gotta stay sober
You
so you
got
can
to
do
start with a punch.
do a little violence.
Don't be like this one.
All right, I think we wrap it up
Which
there,
one?
guys.
Who? Where? What?
Good evening. The last thing I want to do is, I mentioned this at the top just briefly, there's a reputation system I want to apply. So this is essentially the morality system. RHS Jack, hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
So this is kind of a new home rule for this game here. In the Force and Destiny version of this game, you guys have obligation. In that version, there's morality, which is light side, dark side stuff. Forget about that light side, dark side stuff. This is just, do people regard you highly or do people regard you lowly? That's the
Like,
word.
do they fear or respect
Fear
you?
and respect you, and that's going to depend on the social situation. Think of it as getting like a little appellation at the end of your name. So you're not just Doc, you're Doc the Benevolent, Doc the Fearsome,
Gotcha.
right? Zimro the...
If you get enough, everyone
Doc
will
the
use
drunk.
your real name.
So I just briefly want to go through and figure out who had moments of conflict that would generate reputation. I think everybody saw you go tearing out of town like a badass.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
And no one saw my really cool flip.
That was pretty good.
It's very awesome.
No
People
one
saw
did
me hang
anything-
out of a car to fix it.
Yeah.
No
Fixing
one
a
saw me
car.
fight a kitty.
No one saw me, I guess, do like that Herculean like grab to go
Yeah,
that
to
and
save her.
and all my gadgets that I put in the car.
Yeah, it's things that would affect your reputation.
It's got to be public, right?
You
gotta
know,
be public.
I don't want to restrict it to just things people see. I think people have an air about them. Like if you murdered a sand panther, you know, you've got a certain confidence and swagger that probably comes through.
Murdered a
People go,
sand
that guy
panther.
could probably handle a sand panther or whatever.
We destroyed some dust ravens.
But kind of the morality system is a little bit more along the lines of like
But it's helping
points.
people
No one
out
did
or
anything.
hurting
No one did anything. I
Yeah.
feel like that would push your reputations downwards.
But we didn't do anything that would push our
Wasn't I
reputation over.
publicly shamed in the square?
Yeah, he sucked up my
You were
strong.
for
You
like
didn't
trying
off
to
the
deceive the
ground.
merchant.
Oh yeah, you were
That's
trying to
true.
deceive the merchant.
That's
Yeah, but I was
true.
doing it for the right reasons. But,
That's perfect.
so what is that? Is that a
That-
positive or negative?
That makes you a bro.
What?
Zemro the bro.
The bro. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
like
was
a
that was
college
kind of
bro.
like a that's the most
Everyone's cheering
broy
you
thing
on.
to do.
Like eating.
That's like fraternity bro.
Oh no, Zemro, that's not what you were hoping for.
It's like Zimro. It's like Zimro says,
Oh,
like,
it
"Hey,
so
Zimro, what's
is.
up?" And then it just pops his collar.
Whoa!
Hey, slurp off the ground.
Yeah, put the Scarface poster up.
Okay,
Oh,
can
yeah.
you give me a D10 out of there?
So
We're gonna play
So
some
like my video got so many hits.
some scrunch pong
Oh,
later.
did you upload the video?
Oh, I thought we did that.
You did do that?
I thought we did that.
Okay, that
It
happened.
didn't show his face. It was just the.
So kind of his face.
Yeah.
The
His
mouth
little
part at
face
least. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, gosh, that was extremely visible and extremely intense. So let's call that 8 points
Okay.
of relationship. So what you roll is that D10, and you're trying to roll. This is how the morality system works. You're trying to roll higher than the D10. Well, if you roll higher than 8 on a D10,
Yeah.
your reputation is unchanged.
Okay. And then, okay.
If
yeah.
you roll lower,
what happens?
then it pushes your reputation.
So
Sci-fi T-Rex.
if it was a moral act to like if it was a moral
I think
act,
because it was a moral act, and in the end he was okay with you doing it. I think everyone's going to be like, "Wow, that guy's got some real grit. He really went down there and ate that crap off the ground for honor."
yeah, if everyone knows the reasons that it was going on. If not, I don't know. But does your
No.
personal code matter?
Sci-fi T-Rex, hey,
Hi, we were missing you.
targets to lean
Of course.
and gives you 4 hit points.
What? Thank you.
Thank you. Unexpected. That's awesome. Okay.
And then 4 despair. I want you to suffer longer.
Why don't you roll it up? Oh no.
Yeah, let's do that again. Thank you very much.
Oh, you beat
Nice.
it.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I
Nice.
don't lose reputation or whatever was supposed to happen.
Yes, I'll have to solidify that idea a little
Yeah,
bit.
let's codify
The
that
eyes
a
were
bit
blurred
more.
out, so no one knew who it was.
So-
That sounds great. So yeah, you definitely don't gain any international infamy. The last thing I want to do is everybody gets 10 experience points. You can go ahead and
Yay.
spend that next session, and that wraps up our session, guys. Thank you so much. Mark down how many credits you have. That's it for this session. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yay!
Tune in on
Friday,
Friday, starting at
8 p.m.
for the spring formal, which is going to be our nerd prom that we're doing. It's a
24-hour marathon.
24-hour
Fun.
gaming marathon that's going to also involve all of us dressing up in bad prom clothes like it's high school.
All of us,
Yeah.
or many of us, but not me.
What are you dressing? I
I
thought.
was going to go as somebody who had to stay home.
Celine, I'm disappointed. Well, I'll be dressing up in my normal formal wear, which is as bad as what I wore in high school, so it's going to be sad, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm not stylish, but I will be someday, so I'm working on it. Anyway, tune into that. That starts tomorrow at 8 and goes for 24 hours.
Yeah, it's going to begin with the season finale of Black Bag. So if you've been following Black Bag,
Vikings.
great show, Vikings.
Yeah.
Tune in to see that mayhem and heart eating, and then it's going to be followed by Roll for Shoes. Everyone loves Roll for Shoes.
Roll for shoes.
yeah.
And
You'll have to
then
play that sometime.
Okay.
after Roll for Shoes is Noches del Fuego.
That's yours.
That's the telenovela RPG, followed by Gaurav is doing a Betrayal that one.
Betrayal at the House on the Hill.
Betrayal of the House on the Hill. Fiasco's coming.
Tom Lommel's running that, right? No, Tom Lommel's doing Paranoia.
Tom Lommel's doing Paranoia.
Paranoia, a great game. Fiasco, and then I think we're wrapping everything up with Nerd Jeopardy,
Nerd Jeopardy.
which I will be involved with, which will be great. So tune into that tomorrow, starting at 8, and then stay up for 24 hours.
Do it.
And that also is going towards maintaining us as a channel,
Yep.
which is great. So just seeing you guys there and just in any form of support is so awesome. Even if you're just tuning in, that's so awesome.
And if you can't tune in, give us money anyhow.
Yeah, or just or stuff money in an envelope and mail it to us, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm seriously, just tuning in and watching us feels great. And then finally, I didn't plug the Twitter handle at NTMTO Podcast. I didn't roll for any celebrity voices this time, but I'll make sure I do that next time to see what wacky Star Wars cameos we get showing up. Those are always fun. Guys, that's it. We will catch you again next week, next Thursday, starting at 8 p.m. Goodbye.
Bye.